Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Break the walls down. Hello, hello, Ultra. Hello, Shane. Hello, good people. Thank you for joining. This is episode one, I guess, of our newly branded Tales from the Outer Rim. So, of course, tonight we've got some special guests as normal. This is a triumvirate. So we will have Greybeard as well as Virgo, of course, package duo, and Frank Dumont. So Frank is experiencing some technical difficulties at the moment, so we will certainly fill the gap for him until he gets here. And I expect Virgo will be here any minute. We have picture and sound. Nice, Ultra. Thank you. Always ask. This is only my third go at it, so good that I don't turn anything on for terrible feedback. Okay, so just bear with me for a second here. I'll try and get Frank the link again, and so that we can all be here at the same time. Copy. All right. This is the beauty of live. Here we are. We are live. Episode one is be better than Lucas's episode. Damn, Shane. I can't argue that one. And as you know, I am truly a Star Wars shill. And prequels are tough, dude. Sequels are tough too. They had moments, but by and large, hard to beat the OG. Anyway, that's certainly my opinion, my take on it. I think I lay in the animated world. So for me, Clone Wars and Rebels is the best of Star Wars, no doubt. And of course, literary. So I'm a Legends guy. So anytime you get me in the books, the comics, that's my playground, and that to me is the best of Star Wars. So anyway, listen, I cannot wait. First of all, thank you so much, Shane, for the shout out on your channel. I broke 100 viewers or 100 subscribers, so it's really exciting for me. I mean, I basically do this just to share the love of the things that I like. So the fact that other people kind of enjoy that as well is just a bonus. And I can't thank you enough and Woody for platforming me the other day on your stream, and of course for always being supportive of the culture community, whichever side you fall on. So. Thanks again. Really love, really appreciate you, and cannot wait to have you and Woody on here, um, chatting toys and talking all things. Because I'm as much a student as anybody else, so you guys are truly my link to GI Joe and other IPs that I may not know as well as Star Wars. So it's really great to have that outlet. So thanks again, dude. Really appreciate it. And yeah, it's hard to beat Captain Rex. So again, that's my jam. That's Clone Wars. You can see my back here, Ahsoka, the 501st, and if I actually went across, you'd probably see, oh, Captain Rex there, as he was for Ahsoka's troopers. And so, yeah, that's truly my jam. So again, welcome all. We'll wait for our co-host to get on here. Yeah, no problem. Virgo, no problem. And tonight, so we'll be looking at a couple of toys. I'm going to try and avoid repeating too much of what we've seen on other streams. As you all know, I'm mostly the statue guy, so we'll certainly be looking at some sideshow stuff and looking at some other things that we've seen on BBTS, some pre-orders that we looked at, and a little bit of Toy Arc news. But ultimately, I leave that to the experts. I think even just a little earlier today, Smoking Joe's showed a couple of pieces that I had thought about showing, but I think they did a really good job with that stuff. The Marvel Legends coming down the pipe. So, oh, is that right, Shane? Cool. Hey, Kaz, bro, how you doing, brother? Good to see you on tonight. Hope that you're healing well. For those of you, of course, who are part of our little group, you all know that Kaz had an unfortunate work accident. He's on the mend, so we're all really happy about that because Lord knows there's nothing worse than being injured and laid up and not able to walk. And so it's just the absolute worst, and especially when, let's face it. Time is money, and so you certainly don't want to be off your feet too long. So good to see you out tonight, Kaz. Sorry I missed your impromptu stream last night. I woke up this morning, I thought, holy crap, did I miss a 4.5 hour stream last night? And I was like, probably okay, since I probably would have been up till 4 in the morning and my tea time was at 6:30 a.m. So it probably would have hurt a little today. So good to see you. Thanks for coming in. And that's really cool, Shane. That's cool, actually. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, they were just here for Toy Expo. So we had Rosario Dawson here last year, and Ashley Eckstein, and Sam Whitner. So they've all come through here as well. Just love all those voice actors. To me, Ashley Eckstein is, the definitive Ahsoka, and Sam Whitner is the definitive Maul, to me. And then, of course, the guy who does all the bad batch characters, including Rex. Oh, I can't believe I follow him on Twitter as well, X, if you call it. Anyways, cool dude, great work. Love the voice actors as much as the real life actors. So good stuff. So what I'll do is I'll probably share my screen while we're waiting for everybody to come in, so you just get situated a little and you're not just staring at this mug for too long. And good, Kaz, I'm glad to hear you're doing better, brother. It's the worst. It's just being injured is absolutely the worst. All right, so let's see. Oh, I think. Oh, all right, all right. Doom on you. Technical difficulties have been overcome, so he'll be coming in shortly as well. So I guess we'll wait a couple minutes now. Um, it's been a lot of talk lately in the community. Been a lot of things said. There's been some news breaking out about some of the collectors and kind of their inner circle and some of the things that happened there. Um, so it's a tough time. I don't know. We all have an opinion on something. I don't know that I want to get into it necessarily on my channel. All I'll say about that at the end of the day is I think the people who have spoken on the issues have spoken eloquently, passionately, and to the point, and I think have surmised what we all feel. So thank you. You know who you are. Those of you who have put out those videos and made a point or spoken publicly about it, it's much appreciated, and I think it echoes the sentiment of most people. Um, I'm isolated from that in a sense because I don't like kind of go into those circles. I never have. So yeah. Anyways, thank you again for what you all have done. Could have met Ashley, but $100 in a 3 hour line I passed really messed that up. Yeah, and I've talked about this before, Shane, and what's really unfortunate about the autograph circuit is it used to be that 40, $50 seemed like to be like the kind of the going rate. And I think depending on kind of the circuit you're in the state that you're in, that's still kind of like the line, or that certainly the what people aim to be at here in Toronto, Canada. Um, and it's unfortunate because people pay it, and as long as they pay it, then there's no incentive for people to change their prices. It's not unusual. Like when I was going to get Hayden Christensen's autograph, it was $400 Canadian, so roughly 325 US, plus an extra 200 per item you wanted him signed. And that's pretty much a going rate out here. It's like 150 plus. I think Kevin Smith is probably the most reasonable that I've ever seen here. So yeah, anyway, that's kind of cool. Oh, I should show these. What am I? I don't know why I'm not showing these. What a rookie. And did I miss Ace? Did Ace's place come in here? I could not have missed Ace. I would not have missed Ace. Casual, same time, ultra. Where's my man Ace? You're kind of freaking me out right now. Doe Studios is in here. Hello, Doe. What's going on? Yeah, so that's it, right? So you remember when it's $25 for huge, yeah, 25, 20, 75 for a huge star. So now that going rate seems to be up to 75 plus, well, in Canada, 150 plus. And then of course the group shots and all that kind of stuff. So it can be really, really expensive. And then I've heard some real outrageous. So I follow a guy called Johnny Horror, on an who's does like consignment he has a channel, YouTube channel, does consignment for horror cons. He gets the autographs of all the big guys like Kane Hodder and all the big horror convention dudes who sign autographs, and gets them signed on actual like movie props, like the mask that Jason actually wore in the movie, and so on and so forth. Oh, Ace stopped in early. Oh man, if I missed you, Ace. Oh, I see. Yeah, in the comments. A shout out to Ace. I think he's going to be back to streaming soon. I can't wait to get him on. But to finish that thought, and hey, TK, this guy's jam. I hope you join us one day. We'd love to have you on here. Um, and then, so what he was saying is that they'll come out like at 100 US on the Friday. They'll notice they're not getting anybody in the lineups. And then by the Saturday, they've dropped down to 60, and then they have a full lineup. And I think that's what needs to happen, right? As I said, here in Toronto, as long as people keep paying those outrageous prices for autographs, there's absolutely no incentive for them to not charge those prices. And so, and it's the same for all things, right? Like people really, when people complain about like sporting event tickets and they say, oh, it's like $400 to go see the LA Raiders, the Oakland Raiders, or the Las Vegas Raiders now go play. Wow, I named three cities there until I got to Vegas. Sorry, Frank. At the end of the day, the truth is as long as fans are willing to pay the price, they're going to continue to pay the price. All right. So we have our first of the triumvirate, the one, the only Greybeard, joining us live with Lady Virgo, his better half. Um, you call it the better half, right?
Yes, yes. How y'all
Yes.
doing? Hey, everybody in the chat. What's going on?
What's up? What's up? Yeah, we're getting a couple of people come in. So it looked like Frank was having some technical difficulties, but he should be joining us shortly. So we are
I
just
heard
talking autographs. And
autograph.
so yeah, now are you someone who's done the autograph circuit at all? Have you ever gotten an autograph? And if so, like who was the star and what was the price?
As far as autographs go, not very many autographs do I have. Most of them are like the independent wrestlers we run into. I'll get, a little picture with them and get a signature from them. And most of those guys ain't even charging. They're just happy that you bought something from them. So
Yeah.
usually that goes over well. And then at Joe Fest, Larry Hama signed for free. Um, if if you're doing personalization, like if you're signing it to you, he'll sign two things and not charge you a dime.
Right.
So,
Right.
but I think if you just want him to just sign his name and not be personalized, what was it? Was it 20 or 25? I think he was charging. So it wasn't outrageous.
No, no, that's the thing, right? And so, and that's my, yeah. So, and it's that line, right? So you get for some of them, it's it's their time, it's their money. They got, like, people don't realize most of them have handlers. I actually used to play a card game, a weekly card game, poker game, with a guy who was a handler for Burt Lancaster and a couple of other Charles Hess and a couple of other guys. And so there was a lot of money that goes out to those handlers sometimes, and hotels and planes. All that is on their own dime. So you get where they can start charging prices, but when you start getting into like the three, four, $500 per autograph, and then an extra $100 to more than 5 words and all this kind of stuff, you start to go like, are you juicing your fans? Like, where's the
Yeah.
line?
Yeah. I
Right.
mean, to be honest with you, the only reason you're famous is because of the fans. I mean, in the first place. And, you know, I understand some of the people, they really don't even know what they're going to be charged. They have no clue. They just show up and start signing and they get a cut. But, the agent or what have you, they don't know what really is going down. They don't know that, hey, I'm charging these people are getting charged $150 because nobody's going to sit there and, talk shit, while you're getting, while you're getting an autograph signed, talking about, hey, why are you charging 150? I ain't going to ask George Lucas. Wait, man, why you charging two fucking $100, dude? Not right then and there.
Right. No, no, right, right,
So
right.
they might not even, some of them might not have no clue really. I mean, they might know a little, but I don't know. It's. I think you should have appreciation. I understand maybe charging. Yeah, you got to show up there and stuff like that. All right, but don't go overboard. Don't go overboard. Don't forget where you came from. You were washing cars and bussing tables too. Damn it.
Well, no, and that's no, and that's and it's and again, like again, and we live on one side of the table, right? So on the other side of the table, there's that, again, they're incurring
Yeah.
those expenses. They've got handlers, they've got all that kind of stuff. So you got to appreciate to a certain extent. But I will say this: when I was at a conference in Las Vegas, maybe a decade, yeah, about at least 10 years ago, Pete Rose, who got a lifetime ban from baseball for gambling, was in the lobby of a casino selling his autograph at $800 a pop, and there was a line through the door.
I believe it.
And
I
and
can
I
believe it.
it just like it was almost, it was cruel in a way, right? That, I mean, first of all, Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. Okay, like there's not even an argument. The guy bet on his own team.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
right? So it's
Well,
like,
well,
you know,
the I think the sticking point, the real within that specific case, the real sticking point was freaking not on at the time. It was when he was being a player and he was also the coach of the team. He was
yeah,
doing the dual role,
yeah.
and it was like, man, you're. I mean, not only are you playing the game, you're coaching the game. So it I think there was it's. I think if you're a professional, you shouldn't be or need to be told that, hey, you shouldn't bet against if you're betting for the team, I might say go ahead, but you definitely shouldn't be betting against them. If I mean,
No, which he didn't. And the irony is, and I think it was Roselle who was the commissioner at the time. Pete Roselle or something. Roselle was the last
mm-hmm.
name, and a real old school kind of guy.
Hmm.
And I think had Pete Rose just said, you know what, I'm sorry, right? But instead, he was like, dude, I have nothing to apologize for. I did nothing wrong. And then so it's kind of like, and he just maintained that until unfortunately he passed on. And now he'll be hopefully post death be put into the Hall of Fame. But you know, anyway, tough thing to see. Autographs are an interesting game, big business, lots of. Mark Hamill is notorious for being $500 US per autograph, from what I understand. And you're kind of like, does Mark Hamill need the money?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't
That's
know.
right,
I
Shane.
guess when you're figuring the price, you Mark Hamill, your expenses, hotel, eating,
Sure,
possibly, other expenses as well, maybe possibly security. Um,
sure.
and then now okay, now you got that expense. Then also you got to double up because now the agent, he's gonna be there. So you have his expense, eating, room and board.
That's
I,
right.
I
No,
don't know.
that's right.
It's a wild thing. I think you know I know I've heard some stars, where if you catch them in the street, they'll sign something, no problem, But if they're at an event, it's now you got to pull out your wallet. I don't know. It's just I'm with you though. How much is too much for an autograph? You know.
It's, and again, right, it's easy for us to say because again, we don't know at the end of the day, really. And the only reason I knew what I knew was because, again, I played cards with a guy who actually handled,
Hmm.
yesterday's stars. But okay, here we go, live from
Hmm.
California, all the way down on the bay, is the one, the only Saint Frank. Doom on you. Now, Frank, you've coming to us blank this evening.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
The
there we
Matrix
go.
got him. The Matrix got him.
I was
Oops.
gonna say, is that a throwback to the blank from God, I hated that movie. I'm already controversial. I really did not like Dick Tracy. I really did not like that movie. It was a commercial disaster, if you're being
I,
honest.
I remember that one. I mean, I didn't care for it. I mean, it was so sorry because it came out while Batman was coming out, and it's like, Oh man.
It was weird, and it's just I don't know. Anyways, but people love it. They love that the figures are some of the most collectible figures. If you can find a blank, an original blank, that'll cost you a pretty penny. And I kind of get it, I suppose, but I'm pretty sure it was a commercial disaster at the time. But so are some of the movies we'll be looking at our list tonight, which surprised me. I think you guys will be. So I put together quite a bit of work into getting
Oh.
fun facts and stats and everything
Oh
so that we
shit.
can really have a look at. But it's interesting how, in time, movies that were not well regarded have become much like the prequels of Star Wars. I think, right? So, yeah, yeah, of course, Shay. No, no, no. And I'm not. I'm just saying that's me, man. It wasn't my jam. Maybe it's because I was like in my teens and I was more about girls than I was about Dick Tracy. That's probably a big possibility, right? So all right, so let me share my screen. We'll do a little bit of toy news and then we'll get right to it. Because listen, I've got to say once again, Frank, thank you so much for your time. I know for you, it's around dinner time, so I know.
Or a little
Um,
late.
yeah,
But
for no, not at all,
I
dude.
put the right fucking Ethernet cables back where they belong. It's like can't get the lights to turn on because it's not connected to the stupid Wi-Fi thing correctly. So I'm like, what the color coding helps.
Oh, here it is.
But listen, if you're like my IT department is like, have you rebooted? And you're like, yeah, dude. Like that's why I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah, yeah. I'm calling
Did
you
you
because yes, a
power down
fucking
your device? Did you press
multiple
the reset
times.
button? What the frick,
it's
Sean?
like,
Hey, St. Frank.
uh,
Hello. How are
uh,
you?
I usually just
even
shut it
more
off
so
and
than
come back
now.
to it after a minute.
Yeah.
Right. So let's take a look here. Now, I've also got some good cutaways, but as you all know, allowed to share screen and share entire screen. So here we are.
Most
So
of
you
we
guys
got.
should
Go.
be
Hey,
seeing, there we go, there we go. So I thought we would start with something that I saw today, which I thought was pretty wild. And I got to tell you, kind of checking this thing out, but Ghost in the Shell, which one of my favorite movies, but this statue is bananas.
it's not naked
I'm
enough.
Yeah.
now I don't remember this. I don't remember this in the movie. I'll be honest with you. Prime One Studio, so you know this is going to be. Well, we'll see in a minute what it
Well,
is.
this
What's
is
your
from
guess?
this is from the anime, right? The anime Ghost in the Shell, correct?
Right, right, exactly.
Okay. I think I remember. I vaguely through the fog and the mist. I vaguely remember something along this line
I mean, it's
happening.
fucking amazing though. The leg is over here, and you can see the cables kind of coming out. The arm is detached. I mean, it is. I mean, it is an incredible figure. Yeah, and I
Get
think I think
cars out of the way.
Shane probably summed it up really, really well here. Um, but I mean, this thing is when I caught my eyes, and as a statue collector. And I think so. It's interesting. So even though I'm 99% Star Wars, I have been looking at like picking up signature statues that I think are just, regardless of the IP. I mean, look at the detail in this. Oh, I didn't even notice the other arm is actually here. Oh
Something. Did
shit.
you see Eternia Dreams get open in another damn store?
Yes, I did actually. Yes. So they're going to another, so they're closing one. I think they're closing their original store. They're still operating one in Gettysburg, and now they're opening one at a new mall. So
Yeah.
as you, yeah, so as well, I guess you guys see it more than we do in Canada. So you guys probably, yeah, ultra lighter, yeah, yeah, get those blurs out of the way for sure. So in Canada, we're not like, we have a lot of malls, but we don't have American scale malls. Like everywhere in America, there are malls, small town, big town, city, small city, like
They're dying
everywhere.
though. They're dying. They're dying.
Right, right.
Oh,
They're
Sean,
dying.
look forward to that UNC game if you don't mind, please.
What's
Oh
that?
Lord.
I need that game. Bill Belichick first game tonight as
Oh
USC
yeah.
coaches going on right now.
Bill
That's right. Is
Belichick.
that his
Yeah.
first game tonight?
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
North
USC.
But he
Carolina?
North
North
Carolina. Yeah.
Carolina? Yeah.
Yeah, North
Now, if you're
Carolina State, not State, North Carolina Tar Heels.
In the heart.
but if you're a cheerleader, do you have a shot with Bill Belichick now?
Probably.
Yeah, I think you do, right?
I don't know.
His
Is he,
girlfriend
but is he
like
still
28.
with that one?
What?
Is he
Really?
His
still with
girlfriend
that
was
one?
Oh
Sure.
wow, I did not know that. Never mind. He's already robbing the cradle there.
Oh, dude, his girlfriend's like barely, yeah, out of high
I
school.
mean,
Oh,
she is of an acceptable age,
I don't even think
I'm
she's
I'm
but
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 I'm
hell.
exaggerating. I'm
but
exaggerating.
But hell.
come on, come on, man,
Yeah,
come
it
on.
is a little weird. It is a little
You
weird, but
know what y'all
money
got in
makes people
common?
do
What
funny
y'all got in
things.
common?
Correct. Like, what's the conversation at night?
My back hurts.
My
So
back
let's see what's the guess. Wait, let's guess. What do you think the price is on this Prime One?
2000.
How big is it? How big is it? Wait a minute. Let me know.
Okay, let me go back to the. Let me go
Yeah,
back. So it
let's. I got to
is.
need to make an informed decision.
Okay, all right. So 38 centimeters. So
I
it's
see
roughly 12 inches.
Is
So it's
them boobies?
2.3
Yes,
centimeters per inch.
they're
Oh,
covered.
So
They're covered though.
in what?
maybe more than that. Maybe almost
Something.
14.
15 inches. Oh, go ahead. 14. All right, somewhere around there.
700. 700, Alex.
700. Oh, no, no, you're not even close.
Ah, really?
I listen. No, I don't know, but I'm gonna say you're not. I'm gonna listen. If you hit it at 700, I'm
Who?
gonna be
Wait a minute.
impressed.
All right. Who makes this now? Who is this?
Prime One. So Prime One is like, yeah,
Could
it's
be
another
close
level.
too. But I'll still say 14.
So you'll say 14. So okay, so I'm gonna go with your original 2000. I'm gonna go with the original 2000, and we've got 700. So
I'm
700
sticking with
might
my. I'm
win this.
sticking with it. I'm sticking with it.
758 Alex.
Ah, see? Ah,
This is
What?
trash. If it's
How?
only not even $800, it's trash.
How? That's incredible,
hey,
though.
That was only
hey,
like
that's not
12 inches,
bad. Then
right?
That's
that's now
not
that now that's
bad
not
at
bad. A bad
all.
deal.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, but it's made after the movie. The movie wasn't that great.
Ah,
The anime was better.
You're right about that.
you're right about that, though. Although they paid. So here's one that I thought was a lot. And well, we see the price here from PSC Collectible. But this one I thought was actually a lot of fun. And I
Yeah,
don't know why. I'm not sure that Peter Pan plays the way it did when I was a kid, but this really brings me back. Like, this is Remember Berries, like,
Yeah.
times 1,000.
Remember
So,
when? Remember when?
man, I like. I mean, I love the way they got the. I mean, he's looks a little childish, but the croc is dead on. Well, actually, it doesn't look that bad from that angle. Yeah, cheaper than I thought too, Ultra. That surprised. All right, and then we'll get into one more piece I want to show you, and then we'll get into our top five to respect everybody's time. But
shit.
so the Quint I don't care
Mm.
for, but what I cared for, which I thought, who's Factory Entertainment? And this is what brought me down the rabbit hole.
I need
And
to
I'm
step
sure you're
away.
all.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
No,
All
go
right,
ahead.
Frank. So,
But look at this. The Sword of Omens.
proper.
Currently unavailable. But
Yep.
this thing must have sold out so fast. I mean, that's cool as shit, dude. I mean, that's like an actual one-to-one scale Sword of Omens from, and I'm not even a fan, and this is cool. But funny how sometimes you could be looking at something and it brings you down the rabbit hole of something else.
Oh, absolutely. I do it all the time, man. It's like,
Right.
wait a minute. I took
Right.
a wrong turn like 5 links ago.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And you're like,
Why am I here? And
you're
I'm
like,
like,
who's
wait a minute,
Factory
man. I
Entertainment?
got
That's
important
right.
business to take care of.
That's right. They even did Geordie LaForge's visor, which I don't know how you would keep that on your
Ooh,
face, but
shit.
that's kind of
Wait a
cool,
minute.
right?
That's Canadian though. So that's okay.
So that's going to be about 500
What's
US.
that? Fuck, man. Wait a
Yeah,
goddamn.
yeah.
Is that like 1-to-1? Is that a legit size?
Yeah, that's 1-to-1. Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
man. Now, come on with that price. Now, come on now.
Oh well, actually, it comes
All
in
right, all
a.
right. Now you come with the
Oh,
cake.
actually,
All right,
yeah, that's actually.
all right. Still though,
Yeah,
man,
it's pricey for just a visor.
yeah, he would have to sign that.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally
Yeah,
right. He
yeah.
would
Then
actually.
I
He's cool as
can
shit.
justify the price of it. That would be cool. You know, if it was signed, that'd be cool as hell.
Now they are remaking Highlander with Henry Cavill, and they've just cast some big star as the Russell Crowe and somebody else as Ramirez. But I don't know if you know, but they redid Red Sonja,
They
and
did Red Sonja. Oh my
and it
god.
went straight to video.
Oh shit.
And I saw it the other day, and I was like, dude, it's unwatchable. It's so bad, it's unwatchable.
I mean, it's like you got to watch. What's her name? Bridget Nielsen again.
Yeah, dude, it makes Bridget Nielsen's look like masterful. The Golden Gun.
Ah,
That's cool as shit. That's cool as shit. Now
ah.
that's my jam. Now what's this from? Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, not too big into them. I did like the Cylons, and I did like the show, the updated show. I did watch that, but
Yeah, I think the updated show was much better for me than I never got into the original. Not a fan, even though it had Lauren Green, a famous Canadian actor. So we had every reason to look at it, but wasn't a really big fan of it. The other day, I saw a YouTube thing on not Battlestar. What's the other one that Buck Rogers?
dude, I ain't gonna lie. I love the fucking intro song to Buck Rogers, man. Them fucking horns. Oh my god. Virgo can tell you I love that fucking song, man. I love it. Everything else is kind of fucked up, but
Wait, Shane. What Shane? Which one did you need, Shane? From Battlestar Galactica? I can't be Captain Hook. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure you're referring back to. Oh wait, they even have a. This is the same company, Lieutenant
oh, the gun.
Starbuck. So in
About the
the
gun.
remake, Starbuck is a woman, right? It's the girl who played the in Star Wars the oh my god, I can't remember
Bo-Katan, yeah. She played
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan. What was her real name?
Kate Sackhoff.
Kate
Oh yeah,
Sackhoff.
Katie Sackhoff.
Katie Sackhoff, yeah.
Oh, that this hook is on fire. Yeah, yeah, I do like. Yeah, yeah. So Katie Sackhoff. So I did enjoy that take on it more than the original. Yeah, I was never into the original. And Buck Rogers is one that kind of passed me by. But it turns out that the downfall of Buck Rogers was actually Gil Bellows, the actor, who started to demand like all sorts of weird demands after the first season. They were like,
Hey, man.
dude,
He was
who are
Hollywood,
you?
man. He was
Yeah.
Hollywood.
And so they just
He was
canceled
Hollywood.
the show. They were like, fuck you, we're just canceling the show. It's
Hey,
just weird.
I'm gonna give you a fun fact about Buck Rogers, man. The dude that played the bird guy, man. You know what I'm talking about? Was it Falcon or something like that? I don't know.
Agree.
But he had the he always had like the black armor on with the feathers and stuff, and he had this white thing he wore on his head.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right.
That dude, man, he ends up being like a main villain on a daytime soap opera after Buck
Yes,
Rogers.
that's him. Yes, that's him.
Carlos
That's right.
Hessel. That was
Yes.
his name.
Yes.
I forgot what it was. All my children. I don't know.
Always played that villain though. Always, always, always.
There's one life to live.
One life to live. Shout out to
Okay, yeah,
soap opera.
Frank.
There's only like 2 of them left.
Yeah, 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 exactly. No, exactly. So you know what? We'll get started. Frank is gonna have dinner because it's looks like it was a
Hey,
late
no
little
biggie,
bit,
man.
but
We can get
no,
into it.
exactly. We'll get started here. We will start with my man Greybeard's choices, which I think
Oh
are gonna
Lord.
be
Man,
oh
you gotta help
boy.
me. Oh man, I
Oh
got
boy.
some
Wait,
I got
wait, wait.
explaining to do, man. I got
Oh, you
explaining.
let me see here. All right, all right. So your first pick is a sequel.
Fuck yeah, man. We gonna be talking about some sequels, man. First of all, the greatest sequel and the greatest science fiction movie of all time, Empire Strikes Back. Not allowed on this list Not allowed.
Oh, you're right. I should
But
preface it for everybody. Right. No Star Trek or Star Wars were allowed on the list. Thank you for the reminder.
oh
Yes.
yes. But in the spirit of the greatest movie ever, as Ricky Bobby would say, the greatest movie ever made, my list consists of a lot of sequels.
Yeah. Well, and arguably better than the originals, I have to admit.
And this is it, man. As far as alien movies, anything in that franchise, even Alien Earth right now, I would
Mm.
say this is the alien movie. It is it. It is it. Um the first, nothing wrong with the first movie, man. I mean, just the thought of that whole thing busting out your chest was like, all right, I really don't want that to happen. I don't want that thing to get on my face and stick whatever, I don't know what they call it, legitimately in my mouth and put an egg in me. Um, but the second movie, man, you get to see truly how bad it can get with a lot of these aliens. The xenomorphs, uh, I believe is the term.
Hmm.
The the first movie just had one, and that was a handful. And these idiots got a hold of a planet and or a post or something like that. And I was like, man, this is where you truly get to see what aliens were about. Like this is not something you want to be a part of. You don't want no part of this. And that, and I believe, and I am not a historian on space marines, but for me, that was the earliest movie that I could recall where you see a space marine.
Mm,
Like
yeah.
freaking from, same thing like what was that? Oh, the other movie, the freaking movie with the bugs. Good
Oh,
grief!
with Starship Troopers.
Starship
I'm about
Troopers,
to
yeah.
say, I
Halo,
just watched that movie.
Halo,
Yeah.
Starship Troopers, all those movies. The Space Marine. That's the second Alien movies is what I remember. I was like, these dudes. And you had the girl and the dude, man. They had the machine gun on when for a kid
Uh,
watching this. They had a machine gun on the little metal thing hanging off the side. I'm like, oh,
was great. No,
everybody should
no,
have one of
great.
them. Everybody.
Oh, no,
And
no. Listen,
then
I mean, yeah.
and you
Go
and
ahead.
you got introduced to the queen. You got to see an alien
Hmm.
queen. The first time you get to see
Hmm.
this bigger
Hmm.
than the rest type alien, and
Hmm.
how bad this is like it's a serious situation, man. And this is the this should be everybody's nightmare. This is worst case scenario. If aliens are like this, we are so screwed. Really bad. We
And
need the predators' help.
and arguably, I mean, you can see the picture I chose here. Arguably, I think one of the greatest face-offs ever in any kind of action alien movie is this moment in the exosuit
Yes.
against the Queen, dude. It just fucking incredible.
I like how they incorporated that, that it wasn't a weapon, it
Correct.
was a futuristic forklift, basically, is
Yep.
what it is.
Yep.
And but yeah, when she decided, I was like, oh man, this just got real interesting. But I was
And
like, if she squashes them, the alien, the acid blood.
that's right.
That's what
No,
I'm
I mean
I'm
that's
man. I don't, it's the acid blood or the
that's
face
funny.
huggers, man. I don't know which one. I don't know.
I agree. I agree.
But
I just want to mention to anybody who's in the chat that because of the way the screen works, and I don't want to give away anything, that I'm not watching the commentary. So if I'm missing any comments, I
Oh, I got it.
apologize.
I'm sorry.
But I Virgo, I
Virgo's
know
on
you
it.
got us. You got me. I do have to do a wrench thing and wrench you up. But
What the? Hold
yeah.
on. Mute me real quick.
Oh, I don't know.
Mute me now.
How do
Uh-oh.
I? Oh, hold on a sec. Um, Let me see. How do I mute? Remove. Do I mute like
Oh,
this? Okay. Yeah, you're muted. You're totally muted. But I think y'all can still hear me, right? Just type when you want to come back on, Greybeard, just type in the chat. because the way the mute bar works, I can't see you. Okay. We're good?
Yes.
We're back on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool,
No, she
cool.
had to yell at the dogs.
No problem. Yeah, no, I
She heard him
appreciate
in the
that.
background getting into something.
No, I appreciate that.
I ain't want to be
Um,
all rude. You know how I get.
no, I appreciate you.
Oh
You
my
know that.
goodness.
But I just, yeah, so one of the
Yes.
greatest.
Come here, Funky.
And then I want to show you a little bit of fun facts and a little bit of information, which so this was, of course, released in '86. I was 13 when I saw this.
How old are you,
Uh,
Funky? Can I ask you that?
Oh
yeah,
Lord.
I'm
Just
52.
kid.
You what
52. 52.
I knew it. You're a bunch of old ass damn men.
I am officially the youngest of the three.
Are you really? You're the baby of
Yes.
the
Yes.
bunch? Oh, okay. All right.
How old is Frank?
Hey.
He's 52.
He's also, yes, that's right. He's the same age as me, actually.
Lord, you
Yeah.
the baby for a chance?
Damn right.
Oh no.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
He always the old man from the for real.
Listen, our golfing partners, there's two Daves, and we call the guy who's 65 young Dave because the other Dave is 73. And I said, this is the only time you're ever going to be called young Dave in your life. Right? Like that's pretty funny.
Right.
Wait a
So
minute,
directed by James.
Hold on, how old are you? 49. How old are you?
I'll be
49?
50 this year.
Oh, this is your 50th.
shit.
Oh, that's big.
Yes.
All right.
Half
You're gonna have to let
century
us. You got to let us know when that's gonna go down because you know there'll be something special coming your way. 50 is a big year, man.
2 days before Frank, ain't it? Or 2 days
Yep.
after Frank?
Frank is before mine. Me and Frank are not too far apart as far as
Okay.
days.
Are you? I guess. Well, coming up, so you must be like October to December then.
November.
November. All right.
We
Okay.
get
Okay.
cold.
That's all right though. Well, not as cold as here, believe me.
Virgo season is still in effect. I still can celebrate at anybody. Well, I ain't say anybody's request.
So released in '86, I was 13. You were a little younger than me. So you
Right.
were like 10, which is an even better age to see this. Directed by James Cameron. Sigourney Weaver as Ripley, Michael Biehn, Paul Reiser, Carter Burke, such a prick in this. An $18.5 million budget with a $183 million box office. Incredible. And that's, again, these are 1986 prices. So you can imagine what inflation, what that is today. Academy Award for Best Sound Effects, Editing, and Best Visual Effects. And a fun fact, which I did not know, it's actually co-written by Walter Hill, the director of The Warriors and 48 Hours.
Wow.
Which I thought was really cool. So that is a great pick. So that is Greybeard's number one pick. Not number one. This is not in order.
Right.
Okay, so let's go to our next one here. What are we looking at? We are looking at Doom. So because Frank is having dinner, we will play and see what his first one was.
Good.
Oh yeah, you know it. So his first.
Yeah, I understand.
The Fifth Element.
Who picked that? You did.
No, Frank did.
Frank did. I like that movie.
Yeah. So this is one of Frank's. So of course, I mean, I'll speak for him. I'm only assuming that one of the reasons he picked this was, of course, again, ahead of its time. Gary Oldman, Bruce Willis, Mila Jovovich, Luc Besson, one of the great French directors. Very much inspired by, I think, the cinematography of Blade Runner, with the planets and the floating taxi. I mean, look how young they are here.
Yeah, I mean, it had an ensemble cast. There was a lot of people in the movie.
Chris Tucker.
Yep.
Chris, that's right. Chris Tucker.
Tiny Zeus Liston.
Rest in
That's
peace.
right.
He was the president or something like that.
That's right.
There was this other guy. I can't remember his name. He played in all the horror movies back in the day.
Trying to
Can't
remember
his name though. He was the little other guy that he was like Bruce Willis's like buddy in the service or something like that.
Okay.
The white dude. He had like a
yeah, with the
goatee.
mustache. Yes, I know exactly. Oh no,
Just
you know
can't
what? He
remember
was
his
in
name.
Blade Runner. He was in Blade Runner.
Yes.
He was the first replicant. Yes, he was. Yeah. You're right.
I just can't remember. I think he has passed away too.
He has passed away. He passed away quite a while ago, actually.
Okay.
So just a great. I mean, this great scene is she's crashing through the taxi coming in. I mean, this is a movie that I think, again, kind of brought back the genre and I think is remembered more because I think critically did okay based, but remembered now later more than it was at the time. I think for being kind of a cult classic more so now. Um, and I kind of like the mysticism at the end, right? Isn't she like some mystical being and there's these stones, these chakra stones that kind of put it all
Correct.
together, right? And I thought that was a cool little twist for a sci-fi movie. What was your take on it?
Um, I mean, it in a nutshell, it's like Star Wars without the Star Wars. Um, as far as what they were giving you as the look goes and everything like that, you're right about the Blade Runner, but also, it reminded me of, them running around in Coruscant too.
Mhm.
Uh, the story itself, I mean, oh, real quick, shout out Luke Perry, rest in peace.
Mm.
He was in the opening scene only, I
Oh,
believe,
you're right. He was. Yeah. Yeah. Good
as
shout out.
one of the archaeologists
You're
that
right. Good shout
originally
out.
found the spot. But
Yep.
it was interesting. I mean, basically, you had this girl that was, I was assumed like possessed by an alien. Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't get it. I didn't, as far as what she was exactly, I don't know. She was one of the people on the ship, but when she got reconstituted, she was Mila Jovovich. Or is that her name? No.
Mila
Yeah.
Louis.
Yeah. Mila
Yeah.
Jovovich. Yeah.
And it it was a good story. It was interesting because it was very different. Um, in what they were showing you, it's like you're just going to accept we're in the future and we're just going to roll with it. Um, we're not going to tell you how we got here. That doesn't matter. Um, but it was a good action movie. I mean, it had a few slow moments, but really, it kept going. Once it got started, it just kept going. It didn't take long for it to get started either.
I
Uh,
agree.
I think Homeboy, Gary Oldman, right?
Oh, that was so over
I
the
don't
top.
know these movies you talking about.
Fifth Element, Gary Oldman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Gary Oldman. Yeah. Yeah. He played
yeah,
the,
the man
yeah.
with half a hair.
Yeah,
He
he
played him
wore the
so
little
weird.
plastic piece on it. Now I liked his role, top notch. That dude, man, he could do the gambit. I think he's underrated, man. He should be in more shit.
Oh, Gary
Um,
Oldman's a great actor. Yeah.
um, I always liked him in man. If you want to see him when he was in the Professional.
The Professional. It
Oh
was
my god, I
great.
was like, this dude is insane, man. I was like, I like this dude.
Dry swallows that pill. Yeah, it's nuts. That whole scene. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, this dude is ignorant, but Bruce Willis did his thing, and feel so bad for him now. From what I'm hearing on the news and stuff, he is going downhill pretty quick. Um, I think he's got full blown dementia now.
Hmm. Yeah,
It
that's what
ain't.
I'm hearing too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
um, like really bad. So,
Yeah. So I
but
would sum up. No, go ahead. Sorry. No, go ahead.
Mila Joke, her part was good. I love the stupid Chris Tucker part. I love that part.
The dick hair.
Yep, yep. And then that lady, I don't know who the lady was, but the lady that sung, the blue lady that had the stone
Oh,
inside her guts, which was kind of weird. But
great. Great scene.
I was like, oh God. I was like, this lady is dumb.
Great
But
scene.
it was it was a great freaking space movie. Is the best way I don't know, sci-fi movie. It was just sci-fi. It encapsulated everything sci-fi. You had blasters, you had weird looking aliens, you had, damsels in distress, flying cars. It was crazy. And then the big old vacation cruise ship thing. I was like, what the
Hmm.
heck? I can see
Yeah.
why dude picked it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll always remember it more like you say. I think I summarized it when I thought about it. I thought I'll always remember the Fifth Element for being more style than substance, but that style was top notch, right? And that's
Yeah,
to
it
me
had a
was
vision.
always
It had a vision.
correct. Correct. So fun facts about it. Released 97. Of course, we know directed and written by Luc Besson. Thank you, autocorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Willis as Corbin, Mila Jovovich as Lilu, Gary Oldman as Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg. You could tell Luc Besson gave these all French names. Budget 90 million, box office 264. So not terrible, but when you compare it to the one that we just saw, your number one pick, Fun
Yeah.
fact, Mel Gibson and Julia Roberts were the first choices for the lead roles,
Oh.
which would have made it an entirely different experience if we're being honest. So
I can't picture it. I really can't picture it. I can't picture Mel Gibson and Chris Tucker having an interaction. Well, yeah, I could. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. I'm pulling myself together here. Hang on. I Lethal Weapon Mel Gibson. Yes, I could see. I could see Lethal Weapon Mel Gibson working. Not old Mel Gibson, but Lethal. Yeah. Now Julia Roberts though. Oof. I don't think
well,
about it.
I will say this. I will say this, and I have to say, Galaxy Quest did not make the final list, but it was on my list. Ultra. I think Galaxy Quest is one of the most underrated, best sci-fi movies ever made. But when you see my list, I think you understand why it's off the list. So that's all I'm going to say on that. But that is a great pick because Galaxy Quest is legit good. All right, so let's see. I put my top. I think I was supposed to put my name. Jeez, pretentious prick. All right.
I on a side note, I man, y'all don't know how bad I want to pick freaking Spaceballs and Galaxy Quest. I'm
R-
like, they're both
right.
spoof off of Star Trek and Star
Right.
Wars. I was like, I
Right.
was trying
Right.
to
Yeah.
stay
Yeah. Yeah.
away
Yeah.
from it so bad.
Yes. Me too. I did the same thing. I did the exact same
I
thing.
was
Like they
like,
were
no.
like honestly. So yes, I'm glad that it got called out by Ultra. Thank you, Ultra, for keeping it real. I'm glad Greybeard totally explained why, but I think we went with a more serious tone, which is I think probably where it ended up. So, but yeah, no, without a doubt, Galaxy Quest is legit. So my first movie is Blade Runner,
Ah,
uh, which is the movie upon which movies are still being influenced. Just an incredible Ridley Scott, a commercial failure, a movie that with time has become one of the most revered sci-fi movies of all time. A young Sean Young, Harrison Ford in a way that we hadn't seen yet with Han Solo. These incredible architectural ideas that, of course, as we just talked about, are often replicated, never duplicated. Um,
right.
Daryl Hannah, Rutger Hauer,
Yeah.
uh, arguably the greatest ending speech of all time for a villain as he's sitting there dying on top of the building in the rain. Um, and some of the greatest themes ever about humanity and what it is to be human and the fine line between replicants and that. And we're seeing that today with Aliens, right? The TV series Alien Earth is really asking the question, what's more scary, right? The xenomorphs or artificial intelligence? And this was a movie that was asking that question 50 years ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hey,
We
where are we at?
we
we are at
passed.
we
I like your pick, Frank. I like
we
your
we covered your first pick, brother. We covered Fifth Element.
Okay,
So
cool.
you just missed only one. And now we're on to my pick. You missed, of course, Greybeard. So Greybeard's number one pick. Well, not number one, sorry. It's not in order of his first pick that we showcased was Aliens, the sequel. Which
Okay,
can't say
number
enough about that. Yeah, number two. That's right. Number two. Arguably better than number one. One of
Yeah.
those rare. But what's interesting is Greybeard on his list actually picked two sequels that arguably are better than the original. Again, arguably, depending where you fall, or just as good as the original. Anyway, so now we're on to my first pick, which is Blade Runner.
two. Okay.
Just a little independent movie that, Ridley Scott made and
Yeah.
it's kind of
Both,
average.
both of those almost made my list too. They're all there.
Right, right. They're all there. Right. Well, and Ultra called out Galaxy Quest, which
Okay.
another great call out. So thanks for shaming us. So okay, so I had thought, in all fairness, to keep it going and to respect all your time, I thought, Oh, I'll have a 5 minute timer. The guy who picked the movie speaks for 3 minutes, and then the other two guys speak for a minute each and give it a rebuttal or an agreement or whatever they want to put on it. Um,
Right.
you could tell that I work in the corporate in an office every day. I'm like, all right, guys, start the clock now. But no. So anyway, so I've said what I have to say. I give Greybeard some time. Don't worry about the minute. Give you some time to give your thoughts on it if you have any on this movie, and then we'll ask Frank what he thought of Blade Runner.
Blade Runner for me, I've watched it. I've even watched the latest one that came out as well.
Mhm.
The only thing that it always got with me with Blade Runner, just me personally, it was too slow. It was too slow. I needed, hey man, if you're gonna have some robots, cyborgs, what have you, man, come on, let's have some action with it.
Let's get nuts.
But everything else though, the whole story of it, the story itself is awesome. It just, all of a sudden Harrison Ford is there, and you know he's having to protect the synthetic or whatever they called them. I don't know what they called them things.
Replicants, I think they were called.
Replicants.
Synthetics.
Yeah.
It's all
AI, whatever.
it's the life of what it is without the alien part.
Right.
That's Ridley Scott too, right?
Yeah, Ridley Scott. Yeah,
Okay, that's why. I mean, his stuff is more of a visual with a long, the story, kind of drawn out. It's not just quick hit action, But I like Ridley Scott.
no, and that's a fair criticism that Greybeard said because it was actually one of the big critical responses when it came out, and I think you'll be surprised at the facts of this one. But yeah, was that it was more talky and less shooty, and it didn't sit well with audiences at the time.
Yeah,
What about you, Frank?
I I like the original better than the re. Well, is the newer one
Sequel.
really a remake? It's a sequel, right?
Sequel. Yeah.
It's
Yep.
Harrison Ford's in it.
Yeah.
I didn't. This was one where I didn't care for the sequel over the original. I mean, it was way too long from when this was made initially to be
Agreed.
now having a sequel for it. But um, it it was a different kind of movie for me when I was a kid. Obviously, it wasn't like my go-to, but watching it a few times as a younger person, I still liked it because of the ambiance of the movie. That's what drew me in more than any of the story really, or the lack of action. But I still liked the story of it, but it was more of just a great visual for back then. Even it was really good.
Yep. Agreed. And so some facts about this: it was released in 82. So I was a whole 9 years old when I saw this at the drive-in. I remember it because I kept thinking, what the hell am I watching? Based on one of my favorite books. And if you have a chance to read it, it's incredible. And in fact, Philip K. Dick ends up on my list twice, ironically, for books. But Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is one of the great novels. Harrison Ford is Rick Deckard, Sean Young is Rachel, and Rutger Hauer is Roy Batty. And here's what's surprising: budget of 30 million, box office only 41 million. So it was considered a real disaster back then, but did win the Academy Award for Best Cinematography, which makes sense, in art direction. One sequel that we just talked about called Blade Runner 2049. And Martin Scorsese was actually the initial director, but opted not to option the novel. What a movie that would have been. There would have been a story about Harrison Ford collecting on some mob debts and killing
Yeah,
these
robbing a
synthetics.
bank or something.
so so now the next movie for Greybeard. So Greybeard, we ended on, of course,
Oh yeah, Alien.
this great. So
Yep.
and now another sequel. Now, okay, before we go here, I'm gonna let you talk. I will preface it by one thing. This is by far the sequel that I've hate the most in the world. It broke my heart. But you like it.
A lot of people say they like this, better than. It's like I don't know how. I don't. I don't.
But so I love that you picked this. Please, please bring me over to the other side.
This movie now, look, it was poorly written. All right. I've read comic books that have better writing than this. Many comic books that have better writing than this. But what I found interesting about the movie was it opened the door on the Predator universe. Really big and wide. You had the first movie with Arnold, it was in the jungle, and through that movie, you learn that this thing, is hunting them and it likes to hunt them for sport or what have you. And then I'm like, well, what's worse than that is just dropping one of these into a city. Now, yeah, that dude, I'm glad he got his head cut off. I am so glad he got his head cut off. That was dumb. But
yeah, it's unfair to
Danny
put that on you.
Glover,
But better one here. Yeah.
yeah. But even though, and you could tell it wasn't high budget or anything like that, but for me, it was almost like the aliens, aliens, the sequel to Aliens. You explore this universe, you get a lot more about this universe in this movie. And that's what I enjoyed about it was the additional information I got. I was like, oh shit, this guy, they're there and they don't even care that he's out there getting killed. His buddies just watched him die because that's how it goes. I was like, you learn that these things aren't just mindless killers. There is a form of a real intelligence there. You also get to find out that they can see in more than just the heat vision that they showed in the first movie. Also, you get to find out, in the scene where they're in the cemetery, the little kid comes up with the squirt gun or whatever the hell he had and was pointing it at the damn Predator. And the Predator was about to pop his ass, but he didn't. He realized that it wasn't a gun and just immediately, you weren't even on my radar anymore. I just think it explored the universe and it opened the door for more possibilities. And then, the creme de la creme was really this scene here when they're in the trophy room and you
100%.
get to see that big ass alien head sitting there. And it's like, you motherfuckers goddamn said, all right, we're going to let you know the other exists, and that just opened the door even more. And now, they didn't do the greatness I thought they could have done, but they tried. But I love Predator 2, man. I think it's just as good as the first one. Yeah, it didn't have Arnold in it. They got the girl from Running Man to be in it instead of him. But you had Danny Glover.
Old man Danny fucking.
I mean, listen. Look,
takes down the Predator all by himself with a 44
totally.
Magnum. Oh my god!
I kind of want to take the Astray approach on this. How in the hell does an alien creature like this get bested by humans? Period. They are bred to fucking kill.
Hey man, he was.
I know it's about the human side. They always interject where it's like it's supposed to be the human survives all these overwhelming things, which is fine. Arnold and team, I kind of get that, special military training and all that stuff, jungle training, but Danny Glover.
Well,
we'll say. Sorry. Go ahead. I was going to say a good thing about it.
Now I agree. Now that the Predator should have never lost to Danny Glover, but given the circumstances around Danny being able to catch up to him was, them dudes in the freezer or the meat locker or what have you, they set that trap for him, so they They gave an advantage to Danny Glover, man. Come on, man.
I get that. I get why, like, his buddies. It's like it's almost like he's being tested. You got to go out and show us you're worthy, and deal with these these humanoid creatures, and show us what you got, or you ain't joining us or something. It's
Right.
like, which it's fine. It's but man, if that whole team went down there to do that, ain't no way nobody's winning but them.
Right. That's the that's why I'm like, they're intelligent enough where they're really just like, hey, we just want to do this.
It was a fun movie. It's still cool. It adds to the lore. It expanded it just for those endings of showing the skulls on the wall. It just made everybody's mind just go, oh shit.
Yeah, the ending,
the gun, the whole gun thing,
where the 17 whatever.
Yeah, you're like, okay, these dudes, now you find out them dudes have been around for a minute.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, but hopefully they do. I'm scared for Badlands, but I'm hoping so bad that is that what it's called? The new Predator?
Yeah, that looks Badlands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like how the new Predator looks, man. I ain't digging the new look of the Predator, man.
It's kind of a younger kind of.
But he's supposed to be a kid, right? Yeah.
I hope he's like 12. I hope.
Listen, I added Virgo as a moderator, by the way. I don't know what that means.
Lord.
I think it means she can highlight. She has the power.
All
right, let's look at some facts. Released in 1990, directed by who the hell is this guy? Danny Glover as Lieutenant. Yeah, exactly. Lieutenant Mike Harrigan, Gary Busey as Special Agent Peter Keyes, and of course the late great Bill Paxton as Detective Jerry Lambert. Budget $30 million, so same as our earlier movie that we looked at, my first one, Blade Runner.
Right.
Better box office, $57.1 million. The original script had Patrick Swayze teaming up with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Steven Seagal was pitched for the role, but in Steven Seagal fashion said he had his own ideas about the character. So they did not move forward with that. But could you believe a buddy cop movie with Patrick Swayze and Arnold? That would have been really, really funny, in my opinion. So let me let me pull up some. Where is my man Doom?
Oh, and
let's get back to Doom here.
Real quick, special shout out to the scene where Gary Busey dies, where he gets cut in half and his legs just fall out from under him, and then all the gunk just comes out. I love that scene.
Well,
that's my favorite scene of that movie.
Real quick, fumbling on was it Fifth Element here?
Yeah.
My reason for picking this was because I look at this as like a heavy metal kind of like the book, the magazine. Like
yes, which is what we said, style.
Yeah, the style was very heavy metal, and that's what I liked about the movie. Especially the him flying in the taxi and all that stuff.
Yeah. Which is what we said at the end of the day, which is that was our takeaway as well, is that it was style over substance, but that style was incredible. So good. Okay, so we kind of read your mind there, thank God.
Awesome.
Because I was really hoping it wasn't the story. Just kidding. Pitch Black. Wow, this is a good pick actually. So tell us how Pitch Black ended up on here. This is a cool story.
I mean, to me it was more of a survival horror movie that was also adding to the sci-fi lore of Predator and Alien. It just didn't do that with the sequels. To me, it just got too over the top. More about him and these other, I like it more for the alien part of what this movie was more about. And it was a simple story, but I just like the fact that a small group of people, and you had this guy who was jailed.
Yeah,
With some,
murderer. Yeah.
resurfaced eyes so he could see at night, which was a little weird, but that was cool. Yeah, that was it. I mean, I just like, when you see the creature swarming in the air, like this, coming out of the ground, and just it was pretty crazy, but simple.
Greybeard.
While you were describing I have now simplified this movie. So simple. In my brain, this is it, y'all. This is groundbreaking thoughts right here from Roughshod. This is a futuristic Night of the Living Dead. Is what it is. It's a futuristic Night of the Living Dead, except they don't have a house to hide in until the end part. But these things were coming after him. Once they found him, they started coming after him. Well, it's like you couldn't go out at night.
I think of it
That's
more.
That's actually a pretty cool twist.
It was more of a Gremlins thing once they already past midnight and drank their water, and then they all exploded out of the ground coming after you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with TK
like,
on this.
It was crazy though. It was, you know what? It was interesting. It was very interesting. I'm with Frank. It came more about him after this. They just gave up on this thing. They never came back to it. That's just. I know there's still more
diminishing
there.
returns. The sequels were just diminishing returns at every. So this one was interesting because it was released in 2000. I remember it coming out of nowhere because this was an independent film on a very small budget. All taking place in Australia, so mostly Australian actors. Vin Diesel was the only one who's American. Riddick, Radha Mitchell, of course, who's done a lot of other horror movies, is Carolyn Fry. Cole Hauser is William Johns. I believe Cole Hauser now is known more for Yellowstone. I think is his big kind of role that he's on. Budget 23 million, box office 53 million, not bad. 2 sequels, The Chronicles of Riddick and Riddick, both terrible. And fun fact, the original movie was written as a woman called Tara Krieg. So it was actually supposed to be a female lead called Tara Krieg, and somehow that ended up as Vin Diesel as Riddick.
Well, look what Hollywood did back then.
Yeah.
Now I do. I think I do recall they did do an animated Riddick. I think.
Okay.
That looked pretty good. That looked really good.
It was just a one, I think. Yeah, but it was. You had the story of like the time, daylight, where they only had so much daylight, and then it was pitch black.
Yeah, which is great. Which is absolutely one of my favorite. Yeah,
feeds into the to the whole story, obviously, but
totally. So my next pick is a little movie called Total Recall. Arnold, of course, shows up in all these franchises, but groundbreaking special effects at the time. Paul Verhoeven at his absolute peak. And in fact, shout out to Paul Verhoeven. Earlier, we were talking about another movie that he had made. And some of the most groundbreaking and silly special effects I had ever seen. Like, you went from this great shot of that infamous shot of that head coming off to these eyeballs popping out once he gets the air of Mars. Arnold being Arnold and giving us classic scenes like this. To me, Total Recall at the time, I'd never seen anything like it. It had a 3-breasted woman, which as a kid, really the idea just couldn't get any better. And so, yeah, this to me was, again, just for the groundbreaking nature of the special effects, one of my top 5 all-time sci-fi movies.
I tried to keep Arnold out of my list because you can make a fucking list of just his movies.
Exactly.
But yeah, we're all going to be picking some of his movies, if not more than one.
Totally. No, totally. I mean, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, right? Like,
I did love this movie when it came out too.
Fuck
was the tumor he was pulling out of his nose.
I mean, come on,
Oh
Sharon
my God!
Stone.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. just so many. Anyway, so many great moments. Michael Ironside, one of my favorite actors, who was a Canadian, is the bad guy, um, who was in this great movie in the '80s called Scanners. This great horror movie about mind readers that could explode heads and stuff. It was pretty wild. Um, yeah. Do you have guys anything? You guys kind of went quiet on this one. Greybeard.
This
Nope.
one, you had me at the three titty lady, man. That
Right
was it.
here.
That
That's
was it. Three titty lady, man. That was the pinnacle. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god, this is it. This is it. It don't get no better.
and of course,
Yes, the, the
Mars
tracking
like
device.
a breathable planet, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
The dude, hey, the other part of it, I ain't gonna lie. The other part was where you find out that the leader of the rebellion is this little tumor that's growing on this other dude,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
it
yes.
talks. I'm like, oh my
Yes.
god, man, you have
Yes,
this little
yes.
thing just talking and it's right there.
Correct.
Did
Correct.
you like the remake?
No,
No, I
remake
didn't
was
like the remake, man. I
terrible.
like the original one.
I didn't hate it, but I wasn't like, was it? It definitely is not better than the original, but I didn't hate it. But it was not anything to be like explored any more than what they did, and that was it.
Yeah, Arnold
Correct.
did his thing. That's it. Let it be. Wow.
Correct. No, 100. I know. Well, because wow, that's another segment we'll do one day is unnecessary remakes. I'm sure we'll have quite a few. So again,
No,
another great Philip D.K. Dick book. We Can Remember It For You Wholesale. Again, another book I read as a kid, which I really enjoyed. Again, if you haven't had a chance, this one, another great book. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Douglas Quaid, Sharon Stone is Laurie, Ronnie Cox, from what's now. What am I thinking of with the banjo, the kid?
Oh my
Burt
god. Oh my
Reynolds.
god.
Burt Reynolds. Oh, I can't believe I just blanked out on this movie. Anyway, and of course, Ronnie Cox is the guy who has the dueling banjo with him. How are we forgetting that movie? It's a classic. But anyways, somebody in chat, I'm sure, will remember what this movie. You sure got a pretty mouth. So Ronnie Cox is Vilos Cohagen. Budget 80 million, box office 261. So legit massive hit at the time. Academy Award for Best Visual Effects easily. And fun fact, David Cronenberg was the original director chosen in 1984, 6 years
That's it. Oh,
before.
hey, Ultra got it, man. Deliverance.
Deliverance, of course. Oh my God, yes. Thank you,
all
thank
all
you,
of
Ultra.
Arnold's movies when they came out, they were pretty much box office hits back then.
Well,
Yeah,
Verhoeven,
Arnold was the man. Shit.
and even listen, even Verhoeven, he comes up on this, I think, a list again. Like this guy, this guy was a machine at one point. Like he didn't make a bad movie. RoboCop as well. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Your spoiler alert. Thanks, Shane. Shane's way ahead of us. All right. Let's see who's next. We're back to Greybeard, and of course, Shane, as you called it, RoboCop.
Oh man,
Like,
this thing here,
couldn't make
man.
that up. Go ahead, brother.
Oh my goodness. For me, this was, I believe, the first unrated movie
Was it?
that I saw. I think this was before they even called it NC-17, before even that category came around. And my dear old dad took me to the midnight showing of this, y'all. I'm a kid watching RoboCop. All right. Definitely, my parents did not give a shit about parental guidance suggestions because they took me to see everything. Oh my god. But come on, y'all. I mean, seriously, it was brutal, man. It was the culmination of 90s violence, I think. 80s, 90s violence, man. I mean, this thing was violent. For the time.
Sci-fi violence not the same though as it's okay to watch it as a kid.
Right. It is. It's just ketchup.
Yeah.
Right? We all knew that. I think that's what the difference was. But oh man, I mean, it was violent, man. When dude died, man, that was a violent scene, man. Where it didn't fucking Red Foreman from that '70s show. Good night. I can't remember his real name.
Straight up asshole.
Yes. Yes, but man, when he showed up on the '70s show, I was like, oh my God, it's the dude from RoboCop. I was like, how the hell is he on this show? On a regular TV show, he doesn't belong. Hey, you stop it. But I mean, seriously, man, a man in a robot suit, man. Oh man. He had the toughest Ford Taurus.
Yep.
He had the toughest Ford Taurus on the street.
That's what made it popular.
He had the toughest Ford Taurus on the street, y'all.
That's
Oh
funny.
my God, I can't believe how they tried to make that car look good.
Is that what it is? Is that a Ford Taurus?
I
Yeah.
think it was, man.
Yeah.
Great. That
Very
is a
early
great
model.
Dude. Oh, that's so good.
Oh my God.
I never made the connection.
209. The Ed 209. I mean, you kidding me? That thing?
Behind Ronnie Cox here?
Yes, man. That was
Yeah.
another
Oh.
highlight of the movie, man. I would have that.
Funny.
If you were to have me to choose between RoboCop and the Ed, I would take the Ed 209
100%.
because
100%.
them things just sitting around is enough to say just don't even. Anything could happen. Just don't even try it because anything could happen. Anybody can die if there's an Ed 209 involved. You just sit two in the yard and be like, "Don't mess with me, please. Don't give me a reason."
Exactly.
Oh my God, the Ed 209. And then I love the dude that turned into the whatever he turned into there.
Oh yeah.
And he
And
got
gets
into the radio
splattered.
hazardous waste, and then he just exploded onto the big truck. I mean, he just exploded. He
Didn't they have
burst.
a scene where the guy gets shot in the dick?
Uh,
This is RoboCop, right? Yeah, he shoots at the guy in the penis. Yeah.
I think it was him.
I think it was RoboCop.
Yeah, when he was before he became RoboCop,
His death scene is brutal, y'all.
Yeah.
It is brutal. It is a brutal one.
Ooh. Ultra giving us some Bill Belichick news here for those that are interested, but
What happened?
getting
Oh no,
Bill Belichick is
he's getting his ass whooped.
in a high
He's getting
school
his
now.
ass whooped. That's
So released in '87, directed by, of course, as Shane pointed out, Paul Verhoeven, Peter Weller as Alex Murphy, Nancy Allen as Ann Lewis, and Ronnie Koch once again. What an appropriate name is Dick Jones. Budget 13.7 million, box office only 53 million, which is interesting given kind of it's
too violent for most
maybe it's the
people.
unrated. I didn't realize it was unrated, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
when it first came out, man. It didn't. Yeah, it didn't have a. Yeah.
But spawned 3 sequels and a remake. Fun fact: Arnold, Michael. So all the actors that were considered for Alex Murphy: Arnold, Michael Ironside, Rutger Hauer, Tom Berenger, Keith Carradine, and James Remar were all considered before they fell on Peter Weller. I mean,
I
Arnold.
like Peter Weller.
Yeah, I gotta say, Peter Weller, I'm glad kind of won that battle. I'm not sure that it works with the other guys. So yeah, interesting.
Hey,
Whoa.
the dead or alive, you're coming with me. That's it. That is it. I mean, seriously. His
Such a
voice,
classic.
man, saying that. His voice saying that. That's it. I can't see anybody. I can't. You see Arnold doing it? You know.
No,
He's a robot in another movie series, so he don't need to be a RoboCop.
Right.
No.
He's a future assassination.
Dead alive, come to me.
As you pointed out, we could easily make an entire evening of just this guy.
Yeah.
It's a damn good choice, dude.
And this was because it was basically the closest thing to me around that time for G.I. Joe too. It was like the end, obviously, of G.I. Joe for me around that time. But that made it, this was like my G.I. Joe movie, live action. You know?
Oh, it's a hard pick, dude. This is a great. I mean, what a cast.
Yeah. It's
I mean, you have Arnold, you have Carl Weathers, right?
Mhm.
You have Shane Black in the back with the glasses. Shane Black is one of the greatest action directors of all time, still directing a lot of great movies. You have I don't Sonny, what's his name? And he was great in 48 Hours is the one of the bad guys.
Mac.
Yeah, and then you have Mac, of course, right? It was just a
Yeah.
great who went on to actually direct an HBO show called The Corner, which was a great show about inner streets. Anyway, so all really went on to, and of course Jesse the Body Ventura. I mean, come on, right? I mean, doesn't get any better than that. I mean, and arguably the
Yeah, that
greatest creature. Yeah, go ahead, Frank.
no, it's just yeah, adding to the sci-fi world of creatures. I think it was just it caught people and was like, holy shit, this is good.
Yeah, I mean,
Hold on
dude,
one second.
I still remember him taking off that mask and saying, "You're one ugly motherfucker." I mean, it's like one of the greatest lines
Yeah.
of all time, right? It's just like,
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
It
like
it was
Sorry, interruption.
no,
it was
No,
a tough creature, man. I mean, that bringing that out there, man. That the whole thing with the face, the crab face. I don't know what you want to call it. The clicking, all that, the sound. Shout out to Frank Welker. He was the one that created the sound for the Predator, I believe.
hmm
Um, Man, and I'm glad they didn't use Jean Claude. Fuck Jean Claude.
he would have been doing the splits on them in the fucking jungle split kicking.
I don't know how true it is, man. I've seen, the pictures of what, the lobster thing or whatever the hell it was they were trying to put him in. And I am so glad that they changed their mind and and I don't know how they even got. I'm like, who did y'all get hired to do the creature first? Because they had to be fired for it. What I was seeing was something that looked like Clawful from Motu.
Hmm.
And then they got to this, and I was like,
hmm hmm
but they had Jean Claude. They were trying to put him in that suit, man. And I saw pictures. I just don't know what the truth behind it is. It
Yeah.
looks awful though. I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
So an interesting little fact about this look is um, tying it back to of all franchises, Star Wars is this is actually what the original Mandalorians look like
Yep.
without the crab face, but those dreads, that kind of body, that kind of Mandalorians were in fact this kind of species with the dreads and warrior species that the predators. So in Legends, this is what a Mandalorian actually looks like. Just
Yeah.
something to throw
Hmm.
out there, but. So released in 97, directed by John McTiernan, great director of action movies. Of course, Arnold is just Dutch Schaefer, Carl Weathers is Dylan, and Elpidia Carrillo is
Hey,
Anna.
what's going on?
Budget 18 million, box office 98 million dollars. So, of course, we all know Jean-Claude Van Damme was the original Predator. At 5'9", he was replaced by 7'2" Kevin Peter Hall, and I think we all agree that's probably the greatest replacement in the history of film.
Yeah. And other than
Right.
Fifth Element, my other movies are basically all survival movies.
Right, right. And it's, again, the law of diminishing returns as we know now.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever beat that. All right, so let's see what this guy got here next. Doom, doom, doom. Ooh, see, now this sets the tone, as we were telling Ultra earlier, that we went in a different direction. But District 9,
Ah.
yes, is one of my top five. Um, just an incredible story, resonated very strongly. Um, very socially relevant, not without its own controversy for how some people felt that it portrayed Nigerian migrants specifically. But this was really a story to me of apartheid South Africa, just updated into the future. Just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful story, great direction, fantastic special effects, um, and a hero that we just see descend slowly, irreversibly against his will into a situation he has absolutely zero control over, and just one that haunts me to this day. So to me, District 9 is one of the great sci-fi movies of all time, and I believe has made the top 100 sci-fi movies of all time list as decided by the Academy at some point. So
Hmm.
that's my pitch for District 9 being in the top five. What did you guys feel when you saw this? Did you see it?
Yep.
I only watched it one or two times, but was this? I think this guy made this movie, and this was around the time when they were trying to get a Halo movie going, and I think they were looking at this saying this could be the style and look of like how if Halo was to be done. But then I don't know what happened with that. But I I liked the movie. It was, I don't know. I think when I watched it, it was very early on after the theaters, and I don't recall a lot of it, but I always see pictures and stuff of it, and I remember, but I don't recall a lot of what the movie was about. Really, sorry.
Fair enough. No, fair enough. No, that's totally what this is about, right? It's like, how about you, Greybeard?
Yep, I've seen it. I think I've watched it a few times. It for me, the movie picked up when they found out that he had the alien thing in him, and they started to want to see what the weapon could do. So they had him basically like forcibly shooting at stuff
Mm-hmm.
with this weapon, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, this is getting interesting now. It was kind of slow at first, but things turned around very quickly when he got that. I was like, he really doesn't want to shoot nobody no more, and they just keep making him shoot people. And I am upset that they haven't done the sequel yet. They left us
Yeah.
hanging, and
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, what the hell? As far as the look goes, the whole alien urban look shit, I was like, oh man, I was like, yeah, this looks like a fucking goddamn, a whole bunch of bomber shacks hanging out here together. Because
Totally.
they had like the shanty type thing going on.
Yeah,
Well,
it's totally what it was. 100%.
and I get it, and they were all, everybody, they were less than human, the
Mhm.
way they were treated. So I get that part of it. I understood all that. I'm mad they haven't gone. I'm like, they ended it on a cliffhanger basically. And what the fuck?
Yep. They've never given us the sequel. No, I agree. And you know what's great is
Do one,
the
right?
facts. Yeah, the facts here. And you know what, Frank, you have a great memory. So this was actually directed by Neil Blomkamp based on his own short movie called Alive in Joburg. We know it starred Charlotte Copley, who was also in the A-Team, Vanessa Haywood, David James. Budget 30 million, box office 210 million. So a hit. And you're right. They initially wanted to shoot a Halo movie, and due to financing, shot District 9, which featured all the props from the Halo movie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I did not know. That's amazing that Peter Jackson was doing a Halo movie. I had no idea. So that was my cool kind of
Nice.
discovery of the fun facts there. Now this next one, I don't know how this guy keeps showing up on our list, but God, we get this guy a lot.
You get all the sequels.
Yes, I did. You damn right.
You
I
just
went after,
picked all
man,
the fun
sequels,
movies,
man.
man.
These
You just picked all the fun action movies.
no, man, the sequels, man. They for me, the Alien sequel, the Predator sequel, and the Terminators, it opened the door. It opened the door to their universes, man. It exploded everything. I mean, you had Arnold coming back. He was a good guy. You had
Hmm.
what's his name? Help me. Robert Patrick as
Hmm.
the evil Terminator, the CGI liquid Terminator, the T-1000.
Yeah.
That was great. Sarah Connor kicking ass.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that was it, man. Summer blockbuster in a nutshell, too, man. This
More
is it.
one-liners by the man himself.
I can't remember how many lines he had in that movie. He got paid so much, but he had like maybe one sheet of lines. I was like, man, Arnold's a pimp. Can't nobody just. I'm gonna act in this movie, and I'm only gonna say 19 words.
It's
I said
laundry
19
day.
words.
Nothing clean, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But just as good as I think, just as good as the first one. To be honest with you.
That's what I said. Your sequels are arguably as good, if not better, than the originals. Yep.
For
But
the
I mean, it was an action movie. I mean, it's straight up, man. It's fucking.
I mean, listen, it's hard to argue against that liquid shape shifting. The tech again, and listen, let's face it, this is a James Cameron movie. So James Cameron doesn't make movies unless he's breaking the mold of some sort of technology. And so, I mean, you got to hand it. I mean, this had everything in it.
It did chase scenes, gunfights, freaking.
Arnold's naked ass going into a ball.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. One of the greatest kills of all time when he puts the blade through the dad's mouth when he's like lipping off to him in the kitchen.
Drinking the milk. Yeah.
Yeah. God, I was like, fuck. And then didn't he become the floor at one point and molded out of the floor? Jesus Christ, that was cool.
In the into mental asylum where they had Sarah Connor.
Yes.
He was
Yes.
He turned himself into the floor tiles and came up behind the dude. And turned himself into the dude.
Yeah. I think the sequels to all the other movies like these, the difference is the first movie of its kind is more of a horror type of movie. Then the sequel, they jump it to the
extreme,
the action, more less of a horror aspect, because to me, Terminator 1 was more of a horror type of feel.
Yep, agreed.
And then all of a sudden, now he's a good guy in the T2, right? So they had to flip it, but I do enjoy all these the sequels, but for me, I'm more of the original first movie more, because I love my horror and sci-fi mostly. But you can't go wrong with these sequels. They're still really great movies.
So 91, directed by James Cameron, of course. Arnold as Terminator, Linda as Sarah Connor, Robert Patrick as the T-1000. Robert Patrick is hilarious in Peacemaker season 1. Budget $102 million, box office $520 million. And look at all the Academy Awards: Best Makeup, Best Sound, Best Sound Effects Editing, and of course, Best Visual Effects, which is really. And do you know how they paid Arnold? They paid him with a Gulfstream 3 Airjet because they couldn't afford his salary in cash.
So they had to get a donation.
That is awesome, dude. They're like, let us give you a $50 million jet. He was like, okay.
Hey.
Hey. It was saves him money in the long run.
So
it's amazing. You okay, Greybeard?
Yeah. It was for me, from what I can remember, it was like one of the biggest summer blockbusters.
Oh yes, hands down.
From that time frame, man, it was it. I know other movies probably made more money since, but that was an awesome sequel.
Almost, over $500 million right there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
For back then, that was a huge deal.
Well, it's interesting. You picked the sequels. Frank picked the originals, and of course, Frank's next pick is arguably one of the greatest originals ever made, and also one of the greatest posters. In space, no one can hear you scream.
Yeah,
take it away, Frank.
It was again, sci-fi type of survival horror, and chest bursting, all of it. And it was more of a, just to me, it was more of a horror movie for me back then because I was still really young when I saw it, and then watched it multiple times on VHS tape because my aunt had a video store and we got everything, posters, all that shit. And this was like one of my favorite. I had the posters of this among the Terminator poster and just everything. But just the idea of the creature, because I was more about the creature than the people in it. But Hollywood still has to steer it to where humanity survives, of course, barely.
Right.
This was just a fun where you're being shown like these different techniques of just how they use the puppetry of the creature and stuff like that, and I loved all that stuff when I was a kid.
What about you, Greybeard?
What I mean, the chest burst scene, iconic. I mean, seriously, the whole concept of it, this whole thing, of that creature. It just that's why the second one is the one I liked more because it expanded it even more. It was on steroids, but this one, like Frank said, it's once again, you're on a ship, and this thing done got loose, and for some reason everybody wants to go look for the damn thing. I think if they would have just not looked for it, they would have all lived. But for some reason, in horror movies, they need to go look. But the thing, the face hugging thing, man, seriously, that in itself is just something that is a primal fear of mine. And it doesn't as of yet can be a reality. We've yet seen aliens yet come to Earth. They might look like this. I hope not. But I do not want to get face fucked. Come on, guys. That is man.
But I think you hit it.
Jaws kept me. Jaws legit keeps me from going deep into the ocean. And aliens is what I fear when the spaceship comes down. Is these little suckers? I can respect the Predator more. I will not hold a gun in my hand and be like, dudes, I don't want no fucking problems. They understand that. These things here, they do not. They just kill.
Yeah, I'm with you.
For me, on this over the second or any other sequel of it, because every time you go to the sequels, they have to show more of the creature. This is keeping it still more
mysterious,
unknown and mysterious, and that's what I actually like about any of the original movies with a creature like this. Predator kind of you got to see it like towards the end, but it kind of hidden. But at least same thing with the Alien, it was more of a mysterious unknown. And then obviously for the times too, they didn't show a lot of it because of just lack of whatever budget to make it good or any CG or whatever they have now. But they did it well. I think they did it well.
Well, I think like Jaws taught us that you can do less, and still make it good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more with less. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. If we ever do a horror top 5 horror, Jaws is probably my.
Oh wow! Hold that thought, because that's next week's episode.
Oh Lord!
So hold that thought. I will say this though, before we get to the fun facts, I will say that this also, I think, had the second scariest scene ever in a horror movie, which is white woman square ass.
Ah, baby.
Pancake.
That crack is whack. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Shane. I think Shane likes that one.
No, even Shane is out on this one. I'm sorry. Even Shane. Come on, that was good. That was
I
good.
got no ass, and I got more ass
I
than that. Gee.
I
Hey,
say
now,
exactly. There you
now,
go.
now. On the flip side, if you let this scene go and she spins around, I think
Okay.
her,
All right.
I think she's got a little hair showing.
This is
All
the only.
right. All right.
Yeah. She's an adult. She got hair. It was the late 70s.
Ah, ah. All right, Shane. Thanks, brother.
This was
Oh yeah, I absolutely know why I said Shane. Thanks, brother, and we'll have you on here sometime for sure, for sure. Thank you. Really appreciate you. So
We gotta work. Gotta
1975. Oh, sorry.
coordinate that.
Yeah. Oh
thank
yeah,
Go
we will
ahead.
absolutely. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Him and Woody. So 79, Ridley Scott. Of course, Sigourney as Ripley, Tom Skerritt as Dallas, Ian Holm as Ash. Budget 14 million. Look at the box office in 79, $188 million. Wow, that's incredible. I mean, but I don't even know what it would be today, but that's crazy. Best Visual Effects Academy Award, 9 prequels and sequels, including the Predator crossovers. And fun fact, Meryl Streep was the first choice, and Helen Mirren auditioned for Ripley. Could you
I,
imagine Meryl Streep as
I could have been okay with that because back
kind of
then,
right?
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, kind of. Actually, now that I kind of when I wrote it, I thought it was kind of ridiculous, but now that I kind of think about it, actually, I could see it as well. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you're right. Because I'm picturing her in Sophie's Choice, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, that could work actually. All right, so we're down to our last few picks, and I picked one that just a little movie by a not so well known director called Steven Spielberg. Um, Close
Smash.
Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah, loved this movie.
So yes, seminal movie from my childhood. Um, I love the poster, Close Encounters of the First Kind, sighting a UFO, second kind, physical evidence, third kind, contact. I just absolutely love it. I love the tone of the films. I love the idea that the aliens were not at all evil. They were, in fact, completely benevolent. I like the religious allegories. You've got the Ten Commandments playing in the background on TV. You've got this Devil's Canyon, the idea of Mount Sinai. You have all these kind of massive, heavy themes that Spielberg always loves to put on us. Um, and then you just got these iconic scenes, right? Where um, just stuck with me ever since I was a little child and never forgot it. And I've watched this movie, I could honestly say probably 20 plus times in my life, and I never get bored of it.
Yeah,
Greybeard?
It is the UFO movie of all UFO alien movies. It's it.
Oh shit. Bill is getting beat 41-14.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, they scored a touchdown.
The
Shut up, Frank.
you're right.
7 before. Sorry.
I'm sorry, that's it.
Legit, this movie, if you're into UFOs in that genre of subject matter, this
Mhm.
thing covers it all, man. It covers alien abduction. It covers the whole Bermuda Triangle bullshit with the planes they found in the desert.
Mm.
The communicating with music versus actual, in hand signs. Um, as far as that side of, I mean, they hit that right on the head. You can watch any type of UFO documentary nowadays, and anything they talk about is covered in this movie.
Hmm.
So you had that dash of truth in there. You know, some of this stuff is real, and then the story itself, where these people get visited or what have you, and they get drawn to this place. And they're not the only ones. The main characters weren't the only ones drawn to this place. There was
That's
others
right.
as well.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it's just a wild story, and the whole thing, where the government's trying to cover it up and keep it quiet as well. It's exactly how it is. But
Yeah.
it is. I mean, it's just a wild. It's a wild movie. It is just a wild movie.
I used
It
to
really
think
is.
he was a sequel to this.
What one?
Yeah,
Somehow
V?
E.T.
Oh my God, V.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I used to love watching this during like the fall, and just like it was one of those movies that just gave me those like weird fun, but like cool, like just the kind of goosebumps when you watch it, because you,
Mm.
to me, it's like this is back when you couldn't really talk about alien stuff like we do now.
You're
But
crazy. You're crazy. You're a
yeah,
nutball.
yeah,
That's
You wear a
true.
tinfoil hat.
Yeah, it's true.
No.
It's acceptable now. Now people are like, wait a minute, there really is shit flying around out there. And you're like, yeah, man, they've been trying to tell us that for years. The crazy ones.
Now, wait until you
Oh,
see the numbers on this. So, of course,
I believe it.
77, Spielberg, Dreyfus is Roy Neary, Melinda Dillon is Gillian Goulet, François Truffaut, which, if you've never seen François Truffaut's movies, strongly suggest you check him out, as Claude Lacombe. Budget 19.4 million. Box office $306 million
oh,
in 1977.
that was a
Holy
big,
shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
I mean,
It
best
is. It is.
cinematography. No, go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with you, man.
Oh,
Totally.
yeah, yeah. Right? Like those numbers are mind-boggling for 1977. Like and you really don't, like, people wonder how Steven Spielberg became the mega guy he is today. Well, you look at these numbers and you go, yeah, okay, I get it. So best cinematography easily, sound effects, editing. Fun fact, Stephen McQueen passed on this part because he wasn't able to cry on cue.
I'm
Uh,
I'm glad. I don't think he would have made the movie any better.
Dreyfus was awesome, man.
Yeah,
He was.
When he went over the hill, when he went on the deep end, man, that shit was epic. He started building that thing in his house.
Uh,
Oh my God.
oh, with Terry Garr, yeah, that's great. Young Terry Garr is so good. Now we're down to our last three choices. These are hot choices, I have to admit. And what does TK Bar says? Dreyfus chunked the deuce to his. Okay. Uh, so Greybeard's next choice is
He
actually really
did.
good and not on my radar, but what a great choice.
Hey,
fuck movie. Nice.
freaking Watchmen, man.
Yeah, man.
I
This
know it's
was
comics.
solid. This was solid.
But man, first I've read this. I have this sitting on my shelf right now. I can grab it like it's that close to me. I have this book. I don't have the original comics, but I got the whole graphic novel thing, man. This movie is the closest, the best comic book adaptation to a movie was this here. They damn near nailed it. I mean, there's some things they kept out. The whole story about the ship and stuff like that, the pirate ship, the comic the boy was reading.
And the
They
Mhm.
squid.
cut that out,
Uh,
which was fine.
yeah.
But the main meat of the story, shit, man, they were on point with that. And I know it's a superhero villain movie, but it's different. It's a different type of superhero villain movie. It's
Wasn't this like the boys before boys? The boys,
Oh yeah.
yes,
kind of,
yeah,
right? It was more realistic-ish,
yeah, yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
or the superpower type people story,
And,
kind of.
and it's a depiction of violence, I think, as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. You had who was it? Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I believe is his name.
Yeah. Jeffrey Dean
He
Morgan.
was
Yep.
the comedian. He was the
Yep.
the
he
the
was
main antagonist of the movie. Actually, he was actually kind of the villain of the movie, even though he got killed at the very beginning.
the villain in Walking Dead too. Took Glenn
Oh
out
yeah,
like a
he's
Yep, that's
100%.
correct.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. He plays Negan. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. He plays Negan, man. That
Yeah.
very almost somewhat similar. Somewhat similar. You can see a little bit of the comedian um coming out of him as Negan, to be honest with you. There's a little bit there with it, the same kind of character. You had this freaking Dr. Manhattan, man. Now, the one thing I will definitely say, um, they did do a director's cut and they put pants on Blue Manhattan. I am so grateful. So grateful
He did.
that we did not have to. That was the best director cut ever, y'all. Whoever
There it
said
is.
yes, put
There it
underwear
is.
on this dude.
Here it is.
Thank you. I understand. I understand that. Man, no blue dick. I'm gonna be racist on this point. No blue dick. That was the best move they could have ever made.
Fuck you,
Seriously.
Smurfs.
I can't believe what happened when parents took the kids to go see the superhero movie. And
But wasn't this rated R?
Oh, this was rated R.
yeah, but you know parents don't
Yeah,
be
of
paying
course.
attention
You're right.
to
You're
that.
right. You're right.
Let's
You're
go
right.
watch the superhero movie.
You're
They
right.
The big blue dick then.
Yeah, they did not have the asterisk that your kids are
Yeah.
about to see a blick.
Yeah, it's like
That's a valid point.
that's what you
That's a
get.
valid point.
Rated R. You get big blue dick.
I will hate that. That I think hurt the movie very badly. And I'm so glad that they fixed it though, man. I'm so
Yeah, and I think people
glad.
just I think people weren't like it just
You
you
ain't
had
ready
to
for that, man. You ain't
No.
ready for a big
No.
swinging blue dick.
no.
Let me
And
tell
they
you.
weren't ready for the story either, right? Because it was promoted as a superhero movie, but it, like you say, it wasn't really a superhero movie.
No, it was a whodunit. It was a murder.
Correct.
You know, and there was this twisted evil plot wound up in it, and in the end, it was.
This is what really happens when people, if you really had superpowers,
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
people will do fucking crazy shit.
correct. No, correct. Because it's unchecked power leads to corruption no matter what, right? So,
Yeah,
I mean,
just like if you had the force powers, you wouldn't be doing good with it.
no, you probably end up as a Sith. Yeah, no, for sure. Of course.
Rorschach, man. Rorschach was the star of that show, man. That movie
Well,
was Rorschach, man.
And that's why I put these two as the
man.
pictures. To me, these two are really the movie, right?
Rorschach, man. Oh my
yes.
goodness, that dude, man. And the ending there, man, where he takes
Ugh.
his stand. He's
Ugh.
like, "No, man, y'all gonna have to kill me. I am not keeping this shit quiet." I was like, "Oh, dude, man," and fucking Manhattan poofed his ass. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it was coming because I read it, but I was like, to see it, play out, in front of you on screen, like, finally see it, like, damn, man.
And then you think, well, they do
why'd y'all
it
kill
differently.
Rorschach?
Yeah, I know. They in the movie they were like, screw it, yeah. So
This
Zack
one-
Snyder.
So,
Sorry?
this one barely made its money.
No,
Yeah,
they
like
had a
you
lot
could
of
see,
graphics
right.
in that thing, man. That was, man. I mean, they had to do
Yeah.
the blue dick, man. Shit.
Well, and I think this is the movie that kind of created what I like to call the Legion of Snyder, right? It's like, this is where you got all in on him, Sucker Punch. Both movies that really didn't got a lot of return for their investment, but people just went all in over style, over substance. I mean,
Yeah.
Alan Moore, David Gibbons, $150 million budget on a $187 million return is not very good. But again, didn't lose money. Hilary Swank, Natalie Portman, and Jessica Alba were all considered for the role of Laurie before it went to that girl. So
And
yeah,
that was
no,
Snyder's wish list.
yeah,
Hey,
that's a great
feel,
pick.
that Zack Snyder does well when it's already something that exists and he can just take it page per page. That's why
Hey.
300 was done well, and this was done well.
There you go. I agree with the theory behind that. Just go ahead and copy it, so you can't screw it up. You can't screw it up.
Yeah. It's
You
that's a
can't
fact,
screw it
actually.
up.
That's why
Now,
Sucker Punch was kind of crazy when he did that.
Now there is I will say Watchmen. There was there was a little bit of difference at the end. You know, there was this big giant squid involved, and they really never, they didn't get into that until the TV series. But
okay.
yeah, they kind of skirted over that.
I like sticking to the comic stuff, but I understand sometimes where it's like you got to pivot and make it a little different. But I still say if you love the comics, unless you just didn't like that part in the comics too, but I would have left it in.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Go all in. You might have made more money.
But it was a pretty. I mean, I've seen, I've seen those comic book movies done before, and I'm like, this one actually, it went pretty much the way it should have went.
It went there. Yep.
And I was
Not
like,
100%.
And it looked great. They had great actors in it. It was sweet.
Yep.
It'll be a cult favorite.
It will.
Oh,
it will.
Dang.
Oh, man.
No surprise. Well, kind of, but more horror, sci-fi, survival stuff for me. This was not only great creature, format, but I love movies that are in the snow, in the Arctic. This was also a G.I. Joe movie for me. But yeah, it's like, and I made sure I was like, this has to be a sci-fi movie. You go,
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
AI is this a sci-fi? And it gives you the reasons why it's a sci-fi movie because they were researching and doing all that stuff, and the creatures are the added bonus. But yeah, this was probably one of my top. Well, obviously here it's my top 5 science fiction movies, but it's in my top 5 all-time movies too. The fact that you're down in the Antarctica, doing research, you come across some weird shit, and you end up releasing the like demon kraken kind of creature.
The Thing. That's the dog from The Thing.
And, I think Kurt Russell and Peter David were great in it.
It is.
No, I mean, listen, Frank, I'm with you. This is a movie that we're lucky enough that one of our theaters here, big Cineplex movie theaters, actually plays this every year. And every year we go to see it on the big screen. It is easily in my top 5 greatest movies ever made.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those movies I saw as a young kid that had an uncle that snuck me to the theater, gave me nightmares, and I've been having nightmares and enjoying it ever since.
Yeah,
It's
my mom took me and my 2 other cousins to see this, and my cousin, one of my cousins that's 3 years younger than me, I was 9 or so. No,
yeah. Now we would have been 9. Yep.
something like okay.
We're the same age, so 9. Yeah.
Okay, so when this part popped out, my cousin jumps up and runs out the theater screaming. And me and my other cousin are looking at each other laughing. My mom's like, "Get back here!" It's just, and everybody in the theater that was, laughing because that was kind of like, because there are people, back then too. This was kind of like a shock, like a, one of those like shock scares when that happened.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
People people got scared, and then all of a sudden my little cousin goes right out screaming. So everybody's like, "Holy shit! Oh shit! It scared the hell out of that kid. Who brought a fucking kid to this fucking movie?"
Yeah, no, totally. Greybeard.
This is just like Jaws, just like Aliens.
Don't get in the water.
As far, I mean, now, as far as how they do it, you know, they're doing more with less now. But once they get to doing it, man,
They do it.
they do it.
Oh yeah.
That big ass fucking puppet at the end.
Oh, nuts,
That
dude.
thing was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that
It was
claymation.
ridiculous. But what I liked about it is there's been other movies, TV shows, episodes of X-Files that go over this same scenario of finding something up in the Arctic, in the North Pole or the South Pole, frozen in the ice, just chilling, waiting for us to find it. So there's a little bit of realism there to it. That's I think the same where Jaws comes into play. You got that little bit of realism. Yes, a great white shark does exist. Yes, it can kill your ass. Aliens with the face hugger, even though it's extreme, nowadays with things that fly around in the sky, is that not too far off either? So this could happen. This is something that can legit happen. And it doesn't even need to be like alien. It could be just something from the planet that got frozen that's very dangerous, and we've just been lucky enough not to run into it.
Yeah, that's a great point. It could be just
sitting anywhere.
Yeah, some microbe just waiting to be unthawed. Yeah.
What was the name of the what you were just saying? I can't remember where it like gets into your blood or whatever and you just die. I forgot what it was, but the name of it I can't remember. But this is what I think of when I hear that. It's like this is what it could be in actual form. But it's just like, you breathe it in and then it gets inside you and then you're dead.
Oh, a contagion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Contagion was a good movie.
Hey, that's what killed the aliens in War of the Worlds.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Actually, that's a great scene.
This barely made its money back.
So what's interesting about this though is not only did it barely make this actually, because of this movie and because of the backlash of the violence, and people actually called this movie trash.
Yeah.
And they said that John Carpenter was a trash porn director. He lost directing 2 huge movies because of this, and it took him decades to recover from the failure of this movie, which is now considered, again, arguably one of the greatest horror movies ever made, and regularly makes the top 5 list of every published magazine when it comes to horror movies.
Yeah.
So funny what time does.
It's probably his best horror movie to me.
But have you seen him in interviews? He is not a happy dude. Like that. No. Like he does not remember this fondly.
He went through some shit back then, so he's like, "Fuck this movie."
Correct. Like fuck these people, right? So, but what's interesting is Christopher Walken, Jeff Bridges, and Nick Nolte all turned down the role or were unavailable. Christopher Walken would have been, there's an alien in the ice. You must kill it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have mind Nick Nolte maybe in it, but
what did you think of the sequel of the thing?
Not a fan of it that really. And then they did a video game of it too. But
I like Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
I like the prequel one because if you watch it, you can watch the original one right after. It's like it picks up. I'm like, it's creepy. It's that dog. I'm like, oh shit, the fucking dog. I'm like, this thing goes right into the next movie.
Correct.
I'm like, oh
I did like that. Yep. Yeah, I'm down for that.
It's day 2.
I think 100%. The video game was supposed to be a prequel too.
Is that right? Okay, I've never.
I don't know. And I forgot when they did the video game, but
Great pick though, man.
Yeah,
It's
great pick for real.
man. There's so many, man. So
I know, I know. Like you're narrowing it down to five. You can like literally next week you come up with another five and make the argument,
yeah,
right? Like as Ultra pointed out with his great Galaxy Quest call out, and then even Spaceballs earlier, great call out. Um,
oh,
my
there's
last one is actually very much along
yeah.
those lines, in that this is a terrible movie that I remember fondly for whatever reason. This movie for me at the time was one of the strangest, weirdest movies I'd ever seen. Completely incoherent, terrible plot, but arguably the greatest last 5 minutes of any space movie I've ever seen, where somehow they end up in Dante's Inferno. Um, Maximilian Schell somehow melds with Maximilian, this killer robot, and wakes up in hell at the end of the movie. So, for that reason alone, the Black Hole from 1979 to me stands as one of the weirdest, strangest experiences ever of any space movie ever made, I think. I mean, Disney, first of all, what's interesting is this was the first time Disney, in its history as a studio, had a rated PG movie. They had never done a movie that had a PG rating.
I don't think
Um,
I've ever seen this.
is that right? Oh, dude, it's a trip. It's listen, like I said, it doesn't hold up. It's a terrible film. However, it has things in it that are just um thematically so good and so ambitious that you can't help. And then it's got this murderous killer robot, which is just fucking wild. Have you Greybeard? Have you ever seen this movie?
yes, I have. I have bore witness to this event. Um, you're right now. Hey, what you're showing, that red robot, that's the king of the show. That's the only thing you need to worry about because
Right, right.
everything else, man. I'm like, this came out like, and it came out after Star Wars,
Yes,
and
correct.
I was like, no, man, no, 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 no. If your shit isn't as tight as Star Wars, you shouldn't be doing a space movie at all. And that's what these people were doing. And I was like, y'all shit sucks compared to Star Wars, which is so funny now because now this company that created this shit owns Star Wars. How does that happen?
Like that full circle
Oh
moment,
my
right?
god.
Yeah,
Money,
yeah, yeah.
money.
Now. I am not. I'm just not a fan of this one. Legit. It was the whole Star Wars thing for me, man. I was like, when I saw this, I was like,
Uh,
no. I was like, no. This is no. These are not stormtroopers. These are not Jedi's. They ain't doing none of that. This is when I was a kid, though. Now I was a kid. Now I was like, they ain't doing none of that cool shit.
Sci-fi politics back then.
Yes,
Star
they were
Wars.
yes.
not doing none of the
You didn't
cool
give a
shit.
shit
And the
about that.
Red
Oh,
Robot, I do remember him. I actually had, I think, an action figure of him. He was cool as hell.
I
I
have a
was
diamond
legit scared
select
of
of
him.
Maximilian. Yeah, I have a diamond select of him. Yeah.
Now, my man on the right, man, that isn't the same dude that played Zorkov or whatever in Flash Gordon, was it?
Mm,
Or am I
Let's
just thinking they look the same?
maybe Maximilian Schell? I don't know actually. Maybe he was.
He
I don't know.
wasn't the
I'd have to
dude. What was the damn doctor's name in fucking Flash?
Maximilian
Dude, if he
Schell.
is,
Let me see.
man,
Hold on a
he
sec.
can't be. He
What's his
can't.
movies?
He can't be.
Deep Impact. No.
Thank God.
No. Not him. Not him at all, actually.
Okay, great. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I
But
just he had to look though.
yes. Oh yeah. Lots and lots of movies, but just anyway, this was an experience, man. I don't know how else to say it, and for that reason alone, it pops in my. Anytime I think of a sci-fi movie, I think of this movie for all the wrong reasons. But as I said, that last clip with him somehow melded with this robot inexplicably in hell. Um, just does it for me every fucking time. Oh, I didn't have Anthony Perkins. Uh, which at that time was known for Psycho. And so yeah, it was just and any Ernest Borgnine as Harry Booth, just a
Oh
weird
yeah.
movie. Yeah. And this was at the time, and I'm sure you both remember this. This was initially conceived as a disaster film following the Poseidon Adventure and the Towering Inferno. And so they wanted this to be like a disaster film in space. But like you said, with the success of Star Wars, they were like, hey, let's do our own take on Star Wars, which ended up being an absolute disaster for them. But so that is.
I'll have to pull it up. Is it on? I'm assuming it's on Disney Plus.
Oh, it is on Disney. Yeah. It definitely is on Disney. And let me see here. Let me stop
I'm
screen
gonna
sharing.
pray for you, Frank, when you watch that movie. I'm gonna pray for you.
I told you, be forewarned. I wasn't lying. Like, it's a terrible movie. But again,
It was the timing of it. Space movies was a thing.
It was there. So listen, that was a good show tonight. I think there was some great somehow we ended up with no duplication again, which I think is really cool. Like,
we came very close because of the sequels.
Yeah.
We still picked.
But we somehow managed to stay away from it, which is, let me see, can I do this? I like that better. Oh yeah, that we get the full view. No, I listen, that was really good. We have to think about, and let's think about it for the next couple of days because we gotta do a little homework. Let's think about what our next top five. I am voting for horror or maybe fantasy or something along those lines. And then we'll get we can start getting into, I think horror is a good one. Maybe, yeah. We'll exhaust everything before we go into comedy.
My number one sci-fi list is also on my horror list, so I got 4 more to pick. So
hey, how about with horror you could get a little bit more specific.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Like,
what's more scarier than a fucking creature popping out of your dog or your buddy's stomach or whatever?
Man, a killer clown from outer space. I'll tell you that. That thing was scary. If I saw that, I'd be like, oh, hell no. I would walk away. I would rather face an alien. I would rather face a face hugger.
We can't use it in the next one. You have to just pick something different then.
But what I was trying to say was like maybe slasher. You got Freddy, you got Jason, you got yada yada yada. You got that type of genre. You got sci-fi horror.
I wouldn't pick any slashers in my top 5.
Oh, come on, man! Michael Myers is always going to be in mine. Oh man!
Other than the original Texas Chainsaw, but we'll save the list. Is that what we want to do? We want to go straight up horror?
No, I like.
So you got horror. What you got?
Well, I mean, you can go out look, you can go adventure, you could go there's also you can go fantasy, you can go, so many subgenres, right? You can go, comedy, robots, whatever. There's so many top 5 villains, good guys.
I got it.
Oh.
Got it. Oh. You pick your favorite actor and pick your top 5 movies from that favorite actor.
Oh Lord, that's a lot.
Ooh, that's a good one actually. Ooh, that's a good one actually.
I don't have a favorite actor right now.
Yes,
you don't have a.
Oh, come on, Frank. We know
you don't have a favorite actor,
your
Frank?
favorite. We know Ryan Gosling's your favorite, Frank.
Come on, stop that.
Yes,
dude.
Barbie was his best movie.
Okay, so pick an actor, and it don't have to be your favorite, be a man or a woman. And pick their top 5 movies that you would like from that person. That's your assignment.
Oh Lord!
All right. Well, listen. All right. I
favorite actor. He don't have a favorite.
He gonna have one day. He gonna have one Monday.
Oh, you can't have him force him.
I was gonna say, if we pick whatever the genre is,
he's gonna pick Rambo.
You don't pick a specific movie if it has multiples of the movie. You just say this, franchise or whatever.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah,
All
where you-
right.
Oh,
Let me.
franchise. Oh,
I like that one
If,
too
if
now.
it
Can we
has
do?
sequels or prequels to it.
Oh, I like this one. TK. Can we do the top 5 times Virgo Cool yelled at us?
Yes, you can. Right damn now.
yeah.
Count it back.
All right, we'll give it a thought. We'll give it some thought, and then
Rerouting.
we'll circle back. Now, I want to try something because tell me if this works and if you guys can hear this. Okay, I gotta test this.
What do we do?
Why don't we just wait here for a little while?
I don't hear it.
See what happens.
No,
I hear it. I hear it.
You do?
Yeah,
you did hear it.
I can hear it. The fire
Alright.
crackling. I heard. Yeah,
And
I
then
heard them
and then
talk.
and then him saying, "Let's sit around here and think about it for a while." Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't hear shit.
you guys didn't hear it. Let me try it again.
Try it again.
Yeah,
I'm
if you guys
listening.
don't mind. Hold on a sec. Let me. Oh wait, how come it's not letting me play it again?
Only one time.
Yeah,
Well,
that's weird.
Hey,
What the
you
hell
gotta
is
pay
that?
a monthly fee.
Wait. Oh wait. Oh, maybe it's because it's no, it's still not.
Oh,
You
dear.
have to
Okay, let me try a different clip. Let me try a
share,
different. Yeah, I'll reload them another time, but let me try a different clip. That's weird.
Uh-oh.
right?
Why do I not hear?
I don't know. I can hear it. Ultra can hear it.
Okay, you guys can all hear it, right? Okay.
For some reason, I don't.
Oh. Because I want those like cutaway clips, right, where we can like if we're
Yeah,
talking
sure.
like this is my hot garbage clip, by the way.
Ah! I got it. I got it. I knew why I wasn't hearing it. I'm hearing it now. I know why I'm not hearing it.
What happened?
The I had the stream opened up in full screen, and I think that kills the clip sound because I took it, I made it small, I just minimized it again, and I
Yeah.
could hear it right when I hit the button. I could hear it.
Perfect.
All right, so yeah,
All
it
right.
does work.
And then when we're doing our reviews for like must
Sir,
have it,
here is a check with my name on it. Write down any number on this piece of paper and I will pay it.
I don't know why, man. I can't get enough of fucking. Yeah, it was the thing. Yes. So, all right. Okay, listen. We'll give it some thought. We'll think of a top 5, and then we'll circle back, and that way we can do like the whole slideshow thing. And I think the slideshow works well. I like it. Gives it a little bit of
Yeah.
a little bit. Oh, that was heavy metal, Ultra.
Oh yeah, heavy metal.
That was heavy metal.
Oh yeah,
Beginning,
that
right?
actually, yeah, that shit. Damn.
Yeah, that's one of the all-time. But yeah. So,
Animated
but
sci-fi.
love it. Love it. I really appreciate you guys as always. I think this is fun. This is episode 1 of our branded, you know what, Tales from the Outer Rim. I think that's a lot of fun. I think it's great that we have an opportunity to get everybody, some other people come in once in a while. I know I've told Ace once he gets all settled, he's welcome to pop in sometime. And I know that Shane and Woody want to come in and rap with us. So I think it's a lot of fun. And as long as we're doing our thing, enjoying our time, and you guys are willing to do it, we'll certainly keep doing it. And I think it's a lot of fun and do a thing. And then of course, we'll keep it toy centric too. Maybe our next list, maybe we get away from the movies and maybe we say top 5 figures from a certain line, because I would certainly like to deep dive into some lines myself. And see what we all come up with. I think it would be interesting to see what my top 5 GI Joes would be compared to your top 5 GI Joes.
That would be interesting.
I feel like mine would be Canadian, but just saying.
I don't think
Just
there's
saying.
any of those. Maybe only
There's
5.
one. There's one.
Captain Canuck.
Yeah, sorry. My list ends at
Wait.
one Canadian GI Joe.
Are you sure there was only one?
I'm pretty sure it's only one that was rebranded as a Canadian for us.
Huh. Do you
I'd have to
remember?
look.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the guy that for you guys it's the Native American. which in
Oh,
Canada,
Spirit.
Spirit?
yes, yeah, in
Huh.
Canada they
Which
gave him
one
a
is
different
that?
name
Huh.
and made him
I
a
thought it was
Bidgeway or
Quinn.
something.
Wasn't it Quinn?
No, I don't think
No?
so. I don't think so.
Okay.
But good stuff. I'm sorry Bill Belichick started his career off at North Carolina as we all expected he would, but
I'm not sorry.
listen, I will say this, and I can't believe we're going to talk sports for a second, but NCAA football this past weekend, it's wide open who's going to take this thing this year, man. I mean,
SEC.
Alabama lost, Texas
Shut up.
lost,
Shut
Notre
up.
Dame, Notre Dame lost.
Go, go.
Um, damn, it'll be wide open. It's gonna be a good year. I like it. I like when there's more. I like the 18 playoff format, and I love when there's more. What do you call it? Disparity, or it's not like just three schools just dominating every single. Oh, and Clemson lost. So yeah. It's gonna be an interesting year.
College, I don't know. It for some reason compare now. There's nothing wrong with NFL football, but when you're watching college football, I don't know. It's a little. There's a little bit more excitement for me in it. For me,
I
but that's
agree.
me.
They're hungry. They're playing for something.
I think the drunk fans, all the drunk young fans, are hollering and I'm just in it with them. I'm like, yes,
Gotta
yeah.
love it. Gotta love it. Love it.
You have a lot more close games and stuff like that too.
Yeah. Well, you also have 75-2 games as well. So
Oh, I hate those. There should be a mercy rule. There really should. There's like,
Uh,
look, there's no way, there's not no way physically possible for you guys to score this many points
yeah,
with
for
2
real.
minutes left. Come on.
For
Can we
real.
just
Yeah.
cut it?
The
This
spread is
game.
45. You're like, fuck, 45. All right.
I say at
But
least you
gentlemen,
Why
should
you
be
got to
able to.
play it out? You can't even throw in the. They have the rule where you can give up. And say we quit, we're done. But no one ever does that unless there's some kind of disaster. You got to stop the game, or it's raining too much, or whatever. But you can't because there's too much money involved. You got
oh
to
yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the number one betted sport in the world is
Yeah.
is college athletics. Yeah. No, nobody's throwing in the towel. Not if they want to go home in one piece that night. For
Or
sure.
like kind of like what was it, a couple of years ago when the Raiders destroyed the Chargers, and that week or whatever, the coach was fired.
Yeah. Like bizarre. Gentlemen, Virgo, all of you, everybody in chat, thank you for participating tonight. Thank you all so much. That is amazing. We can't do this without all of you. Honestly, I'm thankful, grateful, all that good stuff. But we'll be in touch, of course, as we always are tomorrow. Let us know what's going on. Roughshod. Tomorrow is the
Oh
toy
yeah.
hunt.
Yeah, I'm going out there in the streets, man. I don't know what I'm gonna see. I have no idea. I never know what I'm gonna see when I go out there. I ain't gonna. I suspect what I might see, but I don't know. Um, I think I want to see some more Joes because they've been showing up lately.
Cool.
Just a few though.
Frank got them all already.
He did. He bought like 20.
No, I don't.
Him,
I
and
still-
between him and Woody, I heard Woody got like maybe 5 2-packs of quick kick and beachhead.
Well, that figures. That's a low number for him, though.
And
I
a free,
still don't have Breaker. I think they. I thought it was shipping, but I think Pulse pushed it out to October again.
uh-oh.
So I'm still looking at Target to see if that pops up on the shelves, but not in my area.
Right. I
But
don't.
it's all right. It'll ship someday.
But yeah. Same old time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll have the hunt. Like I said, I don't know what we're gonna find. I never have tried to have expectations. I like to be kind of surprised when I run into stuff because that's the fun part for me.
For sure. Like 100%. So yeah, man. Tomorrow night, 9:30, the hunt. Of course, Frank, always waiting for your awesome custom videos. By the way, I don't know if you know this, Frank, but you were shouted out tonight on Shane's stream. They shouted you out on Smoking Joe's. as
I
encouraging
feel
people to,
lost.
encouraging people to subscribe to your channel to put you over.
What about, hey, where are you at now? Because you,
Oh, I broke 100. I think I'm at
oh, you're at 102,
He
I'm
right?
at 102.
have
Nice,
probably
congratulations.
have like 103, 104. I subscribed today to some of my things.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. No, it's great. No, thank you all. That was great. Yeah, yeah. Breaking 100 is more than I ever expected. So it's great. I mean, listen, I do this honestly so I can have these conversations with people like you mostly. And if everything else that comes with it is just gravy for me. Like, to have been able to connect with TK and the whole Kaz crew and Ultra and Doe and everybody. It's just been Shane. Everybody's just been great. Like it's just, I would like I never want to monetize because this is like I'm like Woody, 100% like Woody. This is
102.
not,
You said 102.
yeah,
Okay.
102 right now. So this is not about monetization for me. It's literally about just being able to talk toys and other fun stuff, pop culture with people that I really enjoy talking to. And that I hope one day to have an excuse to meet in person. So it'll be good because my conferences take me down there. So now I've got an excuse to I'm going to New Orleans in a couple of weeks, but that's in
Ooh,
the middle of nowhere. So
shit.
yeah, yeah, it's too far from California and too far from Georgia. So you're like, but yeah, all good.
Well,
I'm
have a
looking
good
forward to
time, anyways.
it.
Yeah.
Of course, you know it. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, and we will see you next week. Tales from the Outer Rim, episode 2.
All
Thank
right.
you guys.
Have a good night.
Fun. Talk to you guys later.
Later.
Night Ultra, TK.
My
Later.
man.